High School. There you see the field as we're about ready to get underway. The kickoff will happen shortly. Tony Brubaker along with Brad Lynn. We're glad to be with you as you're here with us as the Warriors try to even up their record on the season. They're 2-3. They're 1-1 in district play. Seguin 3-2 and 1-1 in district play. It'll be interesting to see what kind of game we have. The best quarterback in the district perhaps plays for Seguin, and he has some weapons around him. Can they stop the Warriors as well as score points?
This looks to be a game that could be a lot of points on the board. You know, the Warriors have lost 2 games to big rivals. They've lost to Davenport, and then they lost to Smithson Valley, and then they had to have a week off, which really means 14 days between football games. So they've had a lot of people asking them questions about how they're doing and stuff. Let me tell you something. At 2-3, they're a dangerous football team. They're really, really good, and nobody in the state would want to play them right now. So Seguin is going to have their hands full.
So Seguin won the toss and deferred, so Gabe Hernandez will kick off. He pops it up. Is that a fair catch called for? And it is at the 35, and that's where the Warriors will start 1st and 10. That's Bennett King, one of the linebackers that made the fair catch on the kickoff. So that's where the Warriors will start 1st and 10. We'll have to see who's at quarterback tonight. Chase Lyons has been the guy for the last 3 games. Isaiah Gaitan was the starter in the first game. Then he got hurt. He looks to be on the sideline right now.
Yeah, they've had some success with number 17 at quarterback. I know they want Gaitan to get well and be ready to go for hopefully a long season for them. But Lyons is capable of being a really good quarterback for them. He's got weapons all over the field to deliver the ball to.
So Chase Lyons, the junior, with 3 starts under his belt, and the offensive line or the tight end jumps right off the start.
To me, that as a defensive coach, that signals trick play. They were going to run something crazy. That's why that tight end had some special assignment. They'll probably call it off and run it later.
Cade Diamond, the sophomore, is a tight end on the near side with 2 receivers down here. They've got a wide receiver sweep to Lancaster, and he gets absolutely nothing, maybe a yard, before he's dragged down by several defenders, including safety Marcus Troy.
You know, the tight end's in the tackle spot. There's a center guard and then a tight end, and they ran it to the short side, so they're trying to get Seguin to adjust over. Now they're in a more traditional formation with a
tackle
3-by-2. Yeah, 3-by-1.
So it is 2nd down and 15. Here comes Hopper, the star running back, who has 240 yards, 3 touchdowns after 5 games. So he gets a gain up to the 38.
Their personality is to throw the ball, and they've got quarterbacks and receivers that can be very successful at that. But they need to keep running the football. That's a good weapon for them.
So it is 3rd and about 7 from the 38. Lyons with 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. A pitch to the near side. That's Hopper, who runs into the defender and can't get away. That was Troy again, who was Johnny on the spot for the first hit, and a loss of a yard makes it 4th down and 8.
You know, a new wrinkle for Seguin here. You mentioned it earlier, and they are going to do it. They're playing their quarterback at safety tonight. Number 4 is out there playing that strong safety in a 3-3 stack. So they've actually got 3 safeties deep, but he's playing a little closer. So he's sort of a hybrid linebacker for some of the formations that Pieper's throwing at him.
Carter Northworthy is the punter at 41.2. He's a short drop. Nice punt, though, without anybody deep. They'll get a roll out of bounds kind of for Seguin. It goes out of bounds near the 24-yard line, maybe the 22, and that's where Seguin will start 1st and 10.
Interesting, Seguin didn't. They were playing the fake the whole way. Interesting that they didn't think anybody needed to go back and defend that punt, but it did take a bounce for Seguin, so they've got reasonable field position. They're not pinned down there. Good series for Seguin to hold Pieper out of the scoring territory on the first drive.
Still better than a 40-yard punt with no return. So here comes Seguin. Corey Daly is their senior quarterback, 4-year starter. He is going to play Division I football somewhere. We've got some rumors that he might go to Pitt we'll see as time goes along. He sends his running back out to the flat. That's Marino, who's hit immediately. A great tackle by Grant Oling, the senior corner, and that'll be a loss of about 5 or 6.
That's not a successful play. I think Seguin is setting that up to see what kind of coverage the Warriors put on them when they had 4 receivers to the same side. So they kind of sacrificed the running back on that one. They'll come back to that formation, though.
So 2nd and long, we'll say 16. Daly wants to throw and looks to the far sideline, and that's his star, Aiden Avila, the junior. That's his 50th catch of the year, and that one's good for a first down at the 33.
Folks, he's standing on one hash mark and throwing an out route to the other sideline. There's not a lot of high school quarterbacks that do that very successfully.
2-by-2 receivers with the running back Marino beside him. Daly claps as a defense does, and they're blitzing from the near corner. That's Marino with the ball, and Oling hit, not Oling. I don't know if that was that Springer? Now, we'll give it to Thor.
Yeah.
Thor was the one who got the biggest hit on him.
When in doubt, call Thor's number.
So here we go. It's 2nd and 11 now. Loss of a yard on the play. 3 receivers, trips to the near sideline. Daly with Marino to his left. Straight drop, short drop. Fakes it. Now he's going to run. He's still behind the line of scrimmage, so he throws it late, and it's incomplete. That was Avila, again, the intended receiver, but he couldn't hang the bullet. Coverage on the play by Raja Lopez. So mobile.
Yes, he is a mobile quarterback, but it's better for Pieper to make him run out of that pocket. He's not as accurate on the fly as he is standing back there in his comfort zone.
You saw that replay. That was Ginnelly who knocked him off. So it's 3rd and 11, 3rd and long. Again, trips to the near side. Single receiver to the far side. Daly changes the play at the line. Now looks to the sideline. Play clock is just now under 10, so he tells his offensive line something. Goes back. Short, a little bit longer drop now, trying to set up a screen. He's being chased. Finally throws it late. He completes it. Looked like it was intended.
Pretty close.
I think it was Pinion, Daniel Pinion, and it isn't a first down, I don't think, is it?
Yes.
They're going to say it did. The 43 is a first down.
You know, it's a pretty fundamental thing to set your best receiver alone and put the 3 over here. That time they only had 3 to cover 3 because they double-teamed their best receiver, so that's why they found something open over here to this short side.
2-by-2 receivers now. Fakes the handoff, throws it to his tight end, Tyler Trevino. Makes the catch up to the 48, a gain of 5 at 2nd down and 5.
That little spot when you've got doubles, that number 2 receiver, the inside receiver on an out or a hitch, the linebacker has to get there in a hurry, and when the quarterback can throw it like that, that's a handoff for him.
They have spread the Pieper defense around a little bit, or wide. We're threatening a corner blitz, and here comes Oling, and they run it up the middle with Moreno, who spins out of a tackle and gets an extra couple of yards up to the Pieper 48. That makes it 3rd and 1.
Well, the Matadors are doing exactly what they need to do. They're slow and steady down the field, and they're keeping the ball out of the Warriors' hands. So early in the game here, you got to say that the things are going Seguin's way right now. 3rd and short. They're going to have to do something that's not really in their nature. Quarterback under center. Let's see how this works out for them.
Hey, everybody's in tight except for 2 receivers on the near side. Tight end and 2 backs in the backfield. One is an H-back, one is a tailback. Now they're both, H-back and a tailback, both on the right side. Everybody's on the right side of the line of scrimmage. Straight ahead to Marino. I don't know if he got it. He's still muscling. The ball came out. So Pieper has scored. Trying to see, there's no flags.
He might have just taken the ball away.
Raja Lopez ended up in the end zone. Let's see. Did we take it out of his hand?
Yeah.
No, it's loose. It's loose. and Lopez got it on a bounce. Ginnelly set a block for him, and he ran the rest of the way for a Pieper touchdown. So the Warriors draw blood first on a nice drive going for Seguin. On a 3rd and short, they mishandle the ball, and Pieper's defense comes up with the first score.
Tough break for the Matadors. They had everything going. They had a 3-and-out early, and they had a long drive that was using the clock and moving down the field, and then didn't really have their thoughts together. They moved around. That was not motion to deceive. That was motion to get your own people there.
Lopez with the extra point makes it 7-0 Pieper. We're back after this timeout on the Warriors Network.
Shipwreck on the mountain, rubbernecking all the outlaws. It's who we want to be. Belly up and just fake it, and 2-step overrated, so we can hope to be someone someday.
Is going to do. You're not going to.
We're back, trying to figure out how that fumble happened. Lopez will kick off to the Matadors now.
To me, it's something off schedule for the Matadors' style of offense. They can spread the field and they can move it around with a lot of different receivers, but when it comes time to possibly be under center or have 3 backs in the backfield like they had, it just didn't look like they were ready.
Short onside kick, and it doesn't go 10 yards. He tried to just dribble it where the Pieper guys could come and pick it up, and he didn't get it the full 10 yards. So Seguin has the ball almost where they were at our 49 right now.
We have a flag on the play, but I think the Warriors' kickoff team was offsides. So they're going to give them 5 more yards. And let's see. Yes.
Yeah. So the ball will be at the 44.
Offside by the kicking team. Matadors will have it 1st and 10.
So Matadors
44-yard line.
with Daly, Avila, Weaver, Trevino's the tight end, Pinon is a receiver, one of the 3 they have, and Moreno is the fullback, or the running back. Now they've got trips to the far side, a duo of receivers down here, so an empty backfield with 5 out. Moreno's in the slot on the near side. Now he comes in motion. They fake the flip to him. Daly's going to run it, and he gets a couple of yards before he's chased out of bounds.
Daly with the quarterback keeper.
That's a play that you won't see too often by Seguin because it puts their good quarterback in peril. It wasn't set up correctly. That running back needs to get farther away if he's going to be the blocker. So
right.
They'll work on that another week, but I don't think we'll see it again tonight.
That was a timing. He did it. He
Yes.
took it right after the running back was right there. So a gain of a yard makes it 2nd and 9. Daly with 2-by-2 receivers. Running back by his side. Now a throw to Moreno out of the backfield, spins, and somebody's helmet came off. His helmet came off.
Yeah, he'll have to come
So
off.
he's got a first down catch, but he'll have to come off the field for a play.
You know, they design helmets to come off like that. It looks like a vicious hit, but it's actually a safety
But
thing.
they've got straps up here.
Yeah, they do, but the helmets aren't as tight around their cheeks.
Okay, they're not as tight.
So it does kind of pop off.
I was going to ask the old coach, is that something they're designing now? Because
Yes.
they come off way too easy
Yeah,
sometimes.
it happens a lot during games.
Yep. So 1st and 10 at the 33 of Pieper. Daly wants to run, throws it
not a good
late,
throw.
throws it out of bounds
Yeah.
as he outside the tackle box because there's no one there.
You know, Pieper's going to be like a lot of teams that face the Matadors. You can't sit back in coverage and, just rush 3 against a talented quarterback like that. You've got to send 4 and sometimes 5. He can't be comfortable because if he is, he's gonna throw a strike, and they're going to have to put pressure on him, and they got some that time.
So 2nd and long from the 33. Daly, short drop. Nobody's open initially. He's being chased. Throws it late across the middle for Moreno. No good. That was Norseworthy chasing him. So that brings 3rd and 10 up.
Yeah, he's got time early. The coverage was great, so he had to look through 2 or 3 receivers, and by that time somebody got loose and was on his tail. So he had to come out. Now the regular running back is back in after getting his helmet put back on, fixed correctly.
So they've got trips to the far side, a single receiver down near. The running back is to his right. On 3rd and 10, Daly. Takes the snap, short drop, has some pressure, avoids it, steps up, completes the pass, and that's Weaver, but he's not going anywhere.
It's in that tweener zone of the field. That not quite close enough for the field goal kicker, and they don't want to punt it, so they're going to go for it, even though it's 4th and 7.
Great tackle by Lopez to limit Weaver. So 4th and 7, ball at the 30. They've got to get to the 23. Daly looking over 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Short drop, wants to throw, has some pressure, gets chased out of the pocket, now being chased to the near sideline. Gets hit as he throws, and I can't see if it's completed or not.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been enough for the first down anyway.
So it is incomplete, and it's turnover on downs instead of being turnover on downs if it is complete.
Just turnover, yep.
You can see he's got long strides, but he doesn't move real quickly. Good hit right there.
He's got talent. You know, that was
it's
not your typical defensive lineman that plays for the Warriors. Those kids have got some speed, and that's why they're confident every once in a while with just rushing 3, because one of them's going to get loose because they're talented kids, and they've been putting pressure on him so far. Now they have their running back playing that extra safety spot.
Yeah. So Pieper ball. Lions throws it near sideline. That's Lacombe running down the sideline, finally chased out of bounds and tackled by the receiver, Elliott Weaver, who's playing a rover spot tonight.
You watch on this replay, the Matadors had some confusion on their coverage because you don't leave a talented receiver like that wide open. The corner came inside. He thought the safety was going to do something over the top. They had their wires crossed. That's why I think Seguin calls his timeout to get that straight.
There is a timeout called. We'll take it with him. Warriors up 7-0 on the Warriors Network. Back at the Warrior Stadium.
First real offensive series for Pieper now.
Lions to Hopper, straight up the middle's got some room, bounces off a defender, turns and gets inside the 30. A gain of about 6 as they spot him at the 30. Moreno, the running back, made the tackle.
It's such a game where your linebackers are trained and they've got a playbook. They know that they've got to stop the run first, even though they're spread out on receivers. But that's easy to talk about and easy to practice. It's hard to do against a talented running back like that because you've got to make a split-second decision that you see the ball in his hands.
Hopper again with a nice run, again up the middle, and he gets a first down up to the 26-yard line. So the Warriors have another first down as they continue to march up the field. Fake the throw to Hopper, coming over to Lacombe on the near side, but Lyons was chased by a couple of big defenders, including Zach Micah, and had to get rid of it early.
You know, Seguin has really got everybody committed to at least lining up to stop the pass. So it looks like there's only 3 down linemen and 1 linebacker. That should invite the Warriors to run the football just about as much as they want to, especially when you say up the middle like that. Those outside backers can't get there.
You're right. They're a 3-3 defensive alignment, but the 2 outside linebackers are way wide for coverage.
Yeah, so the running back now is playing that shorter safety, basically an extra linebacker when they do run the football, but he's doing that from 9 yards deep. So
Hopper gets 4 on that one. It's 3rd down and 6 after the incompletion and then the 4-yard gain. So 2 receivers, Grindstaff and Lancaster on the top. Sophomore on the near side. Tight end is also on the left. We give it to Hopper. He bounces out. He's got first down yardage, finally shoved out of bounds. Almost a horse collar. Almost a horse collar by Troy, but he's inside the 15 at the 12-yard line, and that's another first down for the Warriors.
Pieper Ranch has just got to be content to gain those, because that's the way Seguin is lining up.
Now Lyons is going to keep it. Cuts up inside, gets popped once and driven back, but he's got a gain up to the 7. That'll be a gain for about 5. It should be 2nd and 5.
Both teams are so successful throwing the football that their practice time is involved with stopping the other team, throwing the football. So they do line up to stop the pass, and the Warriors need to keep running that football, because here it is. There's not enough people in the box to stop him.
You got to keep running. Here's Hopper up the middle, gets a leg tackle.
There's a running back
by Moreno.
Moreno, good tackle on that play, almost for loss.
So he gets a yard. It's 3rd and 4. Chewing up some first quarter clock now, 2:40 to go as the play clock's at 30. Lyons checks the sideline and gets the play call from his coaching staff. 2 receivers still on the top, 1 on the short, near side. Hopper is to the right of Lyons, and he gets the handoff, and he's trapped in the backfield again. That is the defensive lineman, Michael Roman, his 3rd tackle of the year. And that sets up a 4th down and 5 from the 7. What are they going to do, not take the field goal?
Nobody's giving their field goal kickers any love these days. They keep going for it on 4th down. The red zone means that the field is compressed for the defense. They don't have as much ground to cover, so now that deeper safety is really a linebacker. So the run is stoppable now.
So 2-by-2 receivers now with the running back over here. Lyon wants to throw, and that should be a first down as Hopper makes the catch and then says something to Daly, who tackled him out of bounds, but they mark him at the 2, and that should be good enough for a first down.
Yes. Don't know what happened after the play. Both players got up a little angry.
Lyons comes out. They've got Lacombe in at quarterback. Tyler Lacombe, who started a game in the middle of the season. He's going to run it himself, and he's into the end zone. Tyler Lacombe gets the touchdown rush, his 5th touchdown rushing of the season. I'm sorry, his 3rd touchdown rush of the season, but 2nd touchdown for the Warriors. They lead 13-0.
That's a weapon that defensive coaches it drives you crazy. They put him in there for so few plays. You don't have a lot of film to watch. You don't get a lot of tendencies, but he can throw it. He started a game for them at quarterback. So you can't just sell out and stop the run. And he's a talented runner.
And he can throw. You're right.
It's a great changeup there in the red zone.
Lopez's extra point is through. It's 14-0. The Warriors are on top, 1:38 to go in the first quarter. We'll take a timeout here on the Warriors Network.
Hey Pieper Nation, I'm Dr. Daniel San Martin, your neighborhood board-certified orthodontist. My family and I live here in Kinder Ranch, and I have been proudly building Confident Smiles since 2012. We're excited to say that our new office is now located on Borgfeld Road. At San Martin Orthodontics, I personally see every patient at every appointment, and I'm the only doctor you'll see throughout your entire treatment. If your family needs orthodontic care, we'd love to earn your trust with a complimentary consultation. We hope to see you soon, and go Warriors!
We're back at Pieper as they will kick off again to Seguin. Should be Avila and Weaver back. We'll check that. Kickoff goes into the end zone and through the end zone, so they'll get it at the 25. And here comes Seguin again, and their star quarterback, Corey Daly, 1,490 yards in 5 games, 67% passing, 13 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
You know, they put on a show. They didn't win the game, but they put on a show against Bernie Champion. It was
57 to 50.
57-50. You know, you score 50 points, you got a great offensive team, but you got to stop the other team. So now Seguin's got to eat some clock, and they got to go get on the scoreboard.
2-by-2 receivers. Marino up the middle, 5-6 yards. He falls forward up to the 31. It's a gain of 6. It's 2nd and 4. Oling with the tackle. You see Thor rush up the field, and he went past him. Good job by the offensive lineman to push him that way. 3-3 defense by the Warriors as well as the Matadors. Daly, short drop, fakes right, throws left.
That's their second screen. You see the whole Warrior defense over there on time. They're well coached, talented players, well coached. Usually that's how you beat the screens. You know, they see those offensive linemen not trying very hard, and they know to run that direction. Big play by
Weaver made the catch, and with some help, he got first down carry. And now in the backfield, here come the Warriors. Yeah, DJ Lucky is the new running back, number 6, and he got hit in the backfield and had no luck with that one.
Yeah, he may be splitting some time with Moreno because Moreno's kind of committed to playing some defense tonight.
Right. That's why we don't expect to see Daly. And that's the last play unless he wants to go. He's got 2-by-2 receivers, 12 seconds left. Still a lot of time on the play clock. They're going to get another play in. Short drop, looks to the flat, his running back. He gets caught in the backfield and spun down, and that'll be the last play of the quarter. That was Lacombe, I think.
That
Tyler Lacombe.
Use a shark analogy. That's a start of a feeding frenzy, you know, when when the rush starts getting home on the quarterback, then everybody wants their shot at it, and everybody wants to get on the sack train there. Seguin, that's part of their offense. They're going to have to do something different to make that happen.
Timeout on the field with the quarter break. 14-0 Warriors on the Warriors Network. At Pieper High School, Chain Gang making their transition to the other side of the field. It'll be 3rd and very long. 3rd and 18 for the Matadors.
You know, these types of offenses for both teams can get big yards, big chunks of yards on each play, but they're not successful at 3rd and long or 4th and long. There's just something about the defense being able to key in on the key receivers or to put pressure on the quarterback. The chance of success here basically would be 3rd and 18, 3rd and 19.
3rd and 18.
3rd and 18. So Seguin will have to get at least part of it back to make a more successful punt, but to count on them to convert on 3rd and 18 consistently is a big ask for any quarterback and receiver crew. But the people who have to play great for Seguin tonight is the offensive line.
So here we go. It's 3rd and 18 from their own 29. Daly will send 2 receivers either way. His tight end is on the left.
Yeah, we're in an empty
Actually,
backfield now.
empty. He's got no tight end because there's 3 on the far side and 2 on the near. 5 receivers out. Daly wants to run it. Straight up the middle. He might get it. Falls across the 46 to the 40. I think he's going to be marked a yard shy at the 46. It'll be 4th and 1.
Well, there I go, opening my big mouth again. Almost impossible to get that
looked
first down.
That looked to be called almost.
Maybe so.
I think he waited for everybody to clear.
He
and
did
then,
a really good job of looking for a receiver, but he was planning on running it the whole way. They may do that again.
Same scenario with an empty backfield. Daly looks to the sideline. Play clock still at 20. Takes the snap. Short drop. Looks to the flat. That's the backup Lucky at the running back. Gets the first down to the 49, and it's 1st and 10.
That 3-by-2 formation, a great place to attack is the 2 side because they've got to bring those linebackers to the 3 side, so that makes it open. It's a tough formation to defend, and it's not a trick formation anymore.
2-by-2 receivers with the running back to his side. Daly takes the snap, gives it to Lucky, tries to go right, gets a couple of yards. Thor was on top. Who's on the bottom of that? Now, that was Bennett King who got him low. Thor got him high.
Yeah, I know we're late to applaud the offensive line, but that was a big conversion to get this first down to be out here at midfield.
So Daly empty again. Takes the snap, short drop, looking left. He's got that running back in the slot again. And another first down completion to the 39.
They found something they like over here on this short side. Like I said, that 3-by-2, that used to be an exotic formation. That's pretty much automatic
and
now.
The linebacker, Bennett King, blitzed on the play, so he left that vacant. Daly with some pressure, wants to scramble, does a nice ball fake, and then gets shoved out of bounds.
Oh.
And slips and falls. Brady Spencer, the senior, knocked him out. Ball up near first down yardage, though, to 31. It's 2nd down and 2.
He's so much more poised than he was as a junior and a sophomore. The field, is smaller for him now, and he just sees everything. Here they go again with that 3-by-2.
And really, Pieper's only choice if they want to blitz somebody is their middle backer, and there's a throw to the far side in an empty spot. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, but he threw to a vacant spot as that receiver went straight down to the goal.
They probably had a timing route on that somebody got the signal wrong from the sideline. It's an interesting cat and mouse game between the offense versus the defense. In that play, they committed 3 defenders to stop this two receiver side, and they committed 4 defenders to stop the 3 side. Well, that only leaves you 4 in the middle to stop the quarterback run. So Seguin will try to take advantage of that again.
Basically have 7 in the box right now and 2 man-to-man on the 4 receivers. No safety help. He wants to run it, does Daly, and he doesn't get much. Bennett King down at the bottom of that.
You got to feel like they're going to come back to that same formation and have a play now, even though they knew they wanted to get that first down on the 3rd down. They're not afraid to go for it on 4th down.
So 4th and 2 from the 31. They need to get to the 29. 2-by-2 receivers. And it's still Lucky, the running back, to his right this time.
Now Pieper's kind of daring them to throw it. Just man coverage.
Yeah. Daly short drop, wants to throw, has a little complete to Avila, a little look-in pass.
Yeah, I bragged about him throwing from the hash mark on a deep out all the way across the field. This is a big-time throw right here, too, where the defender can't get there. The defender just can't. You see it on the replay.
Lopez is all over him, and yet the throw's
completion.
low and inside where the receiver has the only chance. So a first down conversion to the 24. 2-by-2 receivers again. A throw to the slot again.
I think he's hit 4 different receivers.
Well, that's his
on
tight
this
end,
drive.
Trevino.
You know who's playing great right now, though, is that offensive line.
Yeah.
I know the throws are quick, but they're keeping the defensive linemen's hands down. They're protecting their quarterback. Those kids are doing a good job.
So 2-by-2 receivers. Game clock goes under 8 minutes to play in the second quarter after he snaps this. Handoff, Lucky, up the middle. There he goes. Knocked at the 10, then in the 5, and he's into the end zone. What a great run.
Effort.
Lucky, his first touchdown of the year on his 28th carry.
He didn't look like a backup
No, he
back
did
on
not.
that play. He used his own body as a blocker, and he found the end zone on his own. He beat 3 tacklers right there. That's exactly what Seguin needed to get back in this game. Nice long drive, converted on 4th down twice. Really exceptional offensive series for them.
Hernandez in for the extra point. This one's good. It's 14-7. Seguin's on the board. 7:54 to go in the second. Back after this timeout on the Warriors Network. As we come back to Pieper, that offensive line for the Matadors, 235, 260, 310 in the middle, 225, 220 on the right.
Those kids
They're not thick, they're not heavy, but they did some good work there keeping us away from the quarterback.
Yeah, had a really good series there, and it paid off with 7 points.
Gabe Hernandez will kick off a short, wow, looks like an onside kick, doesn't it?
He's just got a real short approach.
Pops it up a little bit deeper this time. Returnable from the 24. A seam and some yardage up to the 37 or 38. A good return. Is that
number 4?
Yeah, that was Grindstaff.
Yeah. You know, Grindstaff does the dirty work for him. He's always making those clutch catches. They've got other good receivers, but when it's time to make something really happen, they go to him. He's a talented receiver, and he's got 2 varsity seasons under his belt and halfway through this one. Really good player.
He is the leading receiver, but a bunch of them are in the 20s. So here we go. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Lyons with the snap, wants to throw, has a man down the left sideline, and Lacombe goes up but can't pull it in. It's incomplete.
Good coverage, but a really good quarterback coach, Gary West, he told me some kids, they're just not covered. You throw it anyway, and that's the way that sophomore receiver is getting to be. Even though there's somebody draped all over him, you got to give him a chance sometimes.
I think that's Waffle on coverage. Griffin Waffle. So 2 receivers near side now, 1 to the far. Blitz from the inside or from the near side linebacker. Throw to the sideline. And it is caught by Lacombe at the 46-yard line. That brings up a 3rd down and about 2.
Sometimes you just throw it to him, even though he's covered. They make plays. Oh, he goes up to get that ball.
Yeah, he did. Coverage by Rivera, the linebacker.
The fact that he's a sophomore makes every defensive coach in the district a little nervous.
So Lancaster and Grindstaff on the near side, Lacombe on the far. Motion by the H-back. Is this Lacombe again?
Yeah.
He wanted to run on 4th down and doesn't get it. So they'll turn it over on downs.
No, they just flipped it quick. It's 4th down now.
Oh, okay. Is it 4th down now?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
It so quick.
Yeah, I looked at the stick and it said 4th down. So it is 4th and longer now,
But
4th and about 4.
They lost yards on 3rd down, so don't be surprised if he doesn't kick it. Or don't be surprised if he doesn't get the 1st down. He's a talented player.
This is Lacombe. He wants to throw, has a man. Oh, it was Lancaster, and it went through his hands. 1st down catch. Lancaster might have run for a while, too, but he doesn't pull it in. You see the replay here.
You know, as the defensive players for Pieper run on the field right now, they've got to feel like their coach is confident in them to go for it on 4th down in the middle of the field like that.
I tell you what, you saw the video of the replay. He turned his head just a little too quick before he caught it and pulled it in.
He saw a lot of green grass.
He saw the green grass in front of him.
The green plastic grass. He was going to go for a while, like you said.
So Seguin's Matadors have the ball at the Pieper 44, we'll say. 3 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near, including one of the running backs in the slot.
Showing blitz from this 2 receiver side. They do come.
Quick throw. That's Weaver. Spun out of the first tackle, gets away and gets shown out of bounds. Just gets a couple of yards, maybe 3. Now we'll say 2 to the 32.
Just like the
42.
touchdown run. He worked really hard for those yards right there after the catch.
Bennett King spun him around. And then Lopez and Springer pushed him out of bounds. So 2nd and 8 now with 3 receivers near, 2 to the far. Daly takes the snap, short drop. Now he wants to run. Avoids the no, Lacombe won't let him go. He got some help, but he hung on, and Tyler Lacombe with the tackle. Bunch of others to help punish him.
You know, that's a good modern combination, a kid that can play quarterback and linebacker. He can look in that quarterback's eyes and just about read his mind. You know, he can just about say, I know he's keeping this ball.
He is the will linebacker, which means weak side, which means the guy that gets most of the plays.
Yes, sir.
So 3rd and 8. Same formation except for the running back, instead of being 2 on the top, is just 1 because he's in the backfield. He comes out of the backfield, and Daly just throws it down the field, and his receiver stopped.
Yeah, that's a misread.
That's the 2nd time in about 4 plays.
The receivers coach, you know, if you get a guy that's going to backpedal, well, then you stop. Quarterback just didn't see that, though. If you see a guy that's tight on you, then you go for it.
That's Avila, who has over 50 catches this year.
They'll come back to that single side and give Avila another chance at a play like that.
So on 4th and 8, they're going to punt and try to pin Pieper deep.
Quarterback's the punter, though, so anything can happen.
Daly back to punt.
Snap's good. Daly, quick kick. Angles it. The return man comes this way. That's Rice. Gets out past the 25. And that's a good return.
Number 7 with the return. Brings the ball out to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, that's a big return. He had to run a long way to gain those yards, but he didn't let the ball hit the ground.
Exactly. That is what drives us both crazy.
When you just let
it drop,
let
and
it
then
go.
now it's going to be at the 3, and because you caught it, it's at the 25.
It's not a huge stat, but they've got great field position compared to being pinned down inside their own 5. So here come the Warriors.
Here come the Warriors. 2 receivers far side, 1 near. Here's Lacombe. He wants to run it, and again, not much room. Their defense is not letting the quarterback loose. Good play that time by, again, Micah and the linebacker Rivera.
Seguin's defense might have just set a little minor record. They've held Lacombe to 2 negative yards running plays. He's been very effective coming in and being that Wildcat quarterback. He's still in there now.
2nd and 10. Hands it to Hopper. Avoids 1 tackler. Now he's loose in the middle of the field, and he'll run for a first down past the 35.
We've seen running backs with great individual effort. Watch this.
Daly with the tackle.
Yeah. Oh, he just makes 2 guys miss, and so that's the first down. It's his individual effort. Really good.
So 1st and 10. Fakes it to Hopper. Comes this way. Now Lacombe has some room, and he's got a first down run into midfield.
Takes the ball near the 50-yard line. Again, another Warrior. First down.
I think they're going to keep running the football until Seguin will commit to a defensive look that says, hey, we can stop the run. Right now they're still spreading out to those. So you got 4 kids in the box and a deep safety that's coming up to help.
Lacombe wants to throw. Has a man down the field. It's Lancaster, and the ball is not the ball didn't get there.
Seguin has committed to playing their quarterback and starting running back to alternate in a little different defensive look here. It's 3 deep safeties, but one of them's not playing so deep, so by the time the ball snaps, he becomes a linebacker.
Hopper on 2nd and long gets almost nothing. Again, Rivera, their middle linebacker, or inside linebacker, among those who brought him down.
Seguin's kind of figured it out. With Lacombe in there, you don't have to be as wide to stop those receivers because it's probably going to be a running play.
And he doesn't have the arm that Lyons has. Lacombe's going to throw it. He's got a good throw on that one and almost connected.
Yeah.
This is Lacombe, his brother again, but the ball just didn't get there. As he broke open, the ball wasn't quite far enough.
And when you're a senior quarterback and your little brother's a sophomore, you can kind of command him, hey, come out in the yard and catch these passes, you know. So that's a combination they've worked on before.
Game clock stops at 3:58. Northworthy is coming in to punt. His first punt almost 50 yards. This average of 41.2 coming in. What wind we have. Do we have a flag in here?
The flags are hanging straight down.
They're straight down, so almost no wind. Quick kick. Angles. Picked up at the 5.
Good return. Uh-oh.
Oh,
that's
going to draw a flag, isn't it?
It should.
Wow.
Should, but I guess.
That was Avila who got thrown down. I thought he was out of bounds. But the ball's at the 23. Let's see if we can see this again.
He let the ball bounce, but he picks it up and makes a good return. So Seguin's got pretty good field position here.
Okay, he's on the field when he picks him up, but that's
close.
Yeah,
that's close to a penalty these days.
So
you gotta give a check mark to Seguin's defense there, holding an off schedule kind of attack by Pieper, normally, able to throw it everywhere. They went with a kind of a running scheme there, and Seguin slowed it down enough to make them punt.
Marino's back in at running back. Daly takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, throws it, and it's incomplete. I think that's Avila again with Lopez on coverage.
Yes. That's 2 good athletes going at it right there.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Ball was a little inside, which let Lopez get a hand on it. If that's more towards the sideline, it's a completed pass probably.
I believe so.
Great camera work, by the way, we're getting here tonight.
These guys are doing a great job. Every time we kind of ask for a replay, we get a great one. Thank you.
So 2nd and 10 on the incomplete pass. Daly gives it to Moreno. Met at the 25, a gain of, we'll give him 3 up to the 26. That's Springer with the tackle.
He's not going to give up his leading the team in tackles tonight, is he?
I don't think so. He's staying busy. Leighton Springer, the Mike linebacker. So 3rd and 7 for Daly. Fakes the handoff, rolls to his right. And
what a catch.
What a catch. That's Avila again.
Avila had more than 50 catches before the game started, and he's not going to give up his.
Oh, what a catch, too. It was behind him.
Wow.
With Ginnelly on him, and he reached back and brought it in. What a catch for a first down.
He may be leading the whole district with that many catches.
Yeah.
And if he keeps doing that, he's going to keep that job as leading the league.
Averaging 10 yards a catch, one of the lower numbers on the team. Daly with the snap. Wants to throw near far sideline. To catch made. And a tackle made pretty quickly. I think that's Avila again.
Avila again, yeah.
So Avila gets a gain of about 4 to the 43. We're nearing the 2-minute mark. There's an injury on the field.
I think his helmet came off and somebody landed on his head or face when he didn't have the helmet on, so he'll need to be checked out. Hopefully he gets to come back. Talented player having a great night here at Pieper Stadium.
Well, he's back up, though, isn't he?
He's walking off. They're just going to check him. Anytime your helmet comes off and you get hit in the head, he just needs to get a little breather.
Yeah, we didn't take the timeout with him. We'll keep this one here as the officials called a timeout there because of the injured player and because that was already stopped the clock. They just decided to take a full timeout.
Well, I'm not sure this 2-minute warning rule, is it have to be exactly 2 minutes or after?
2 or after,
okay,
yeah.
They don't do it at 2:06.
I wonder if he did the 2-minute timeout there, though. I wonder because he signaled something up to the press box, and I couldn't read his fingers.
Yeah, we were watching the injury to make sure that kid was okay. He seems to be fine sitting on the sideline. He's talking to a student trainer and the adult trainer, so we'll see him again, I hope.
So 2-by-2 receivers now. Empty backfield. There's a tight end as well. No, it's not an empty backfield. I just can't see him on the other side of Daly. Hands it off. And there's a flag, a nice run. I think maybe a face mask.
Could be a holding or a face mask. Usually those are the two calls that referee makes. Let's see if we can see it from this angle.
Face mask is the call.
They got him.
So not only was it a nice run up to the 48, now is the 2-minute warning. So we'll take this one. This is the 2-minute warning, 1:57 to go in the first half. 14-7 Warriors on the Warriors Network.
It's who we wanna be. Belly up and just fake it, and two-step overrated, so we can hope to be someone someday.
We're back at Pieper. Avila is back in the huddle for Seguin. They have a first down. They're at the Pieper 43, and there's 1:57 to go. The Warriors up 14-7.
You know, you see Avila adjusting his helmet and getting a towel to get those little black pellets out of there. Traditionally, everybody makes fun of receivers, not calling them the toughest kids on the team, but make a play like that, you catch the ball and get your helmet knocked off and get somebody landing on your head. You take one play off and said, I'm good to go. That's a tough kid.
It is. So, again, first down from the 43. Two receivers near, one to the far. H-back on the left. Marino faked. Now Daly across the middle has Weaver, and he's into the end zone. And with the extra point to come, we'll have a tie game with 1:50 to go in the half.
What a huge play for the Matadors.
Elliott Weaver with his 5th touchdown of the year.
I don't think they heard me early in the second quarter. I kind of called out the offensive line for the Seguin Matadors, saying that they're going to have a good game. And as soon as I said that, they have. They've provided their quarterback with great protection, so the receivers start to get open. Things happen when the offensive line plays well.
Hernandez. Snap is good. The kick is up, and it's good. And with 1:50 to go, we're going to keep it here just real quick. Again, the offensive line, we've talked about what a good job they've done tonight. Dominguez, Medina, Pattison, Andrade, and Reyna are the 5 listed starters. And again, they're undersized, but it's not like the Pieper defense is a bunch of thick guys. They're athletes more than anything.
No, spreading the field, like I've said a couple of times, spreading the field is both Seguin and Pieper's philosophy on offense. So they tend to find kids who can defend their own offense. You know, they think that they need to stop themselves in practice and stuff, and they're going to see a lot of passing game in the state of Texas. So they pick kids that can run both for the offensive line and the defensive line. It's not just a big old grind it out like it used to be.
Hernandez again will handle the kickoff for Seguin. Lancaster and Grindstaff are deep. Again, short drop. Pop up. Fielded. Oh, fair caught. Lacombe goes back and makes a fair catch, and I don't think Grindstaff wanted that.
I think Grindstaff's going to say, hey, sophomore, go block somebody. I got this.
Yeah.
You know, if you're going to go backwards and fair catch, we can do better than that. And Grindstaff is a talented receiver with the ball in his hands. He's got some yards after the catch and yards after contact in him, and so I think that's the way Seguin, if they score some more, that's the way they're going to kick off. So
right.
Sophomore better go block.
Yeah.
They'll probably tell him that on the sideline.
Is this Lacombe again? Or is this Lions?
I think we're back to Lions.
I think we're back to Lions. He wants to throw. Has a man near side. Good catch on the run. It's Grindstaff. Caught from behind and tackled on a nice tackle by Goldsberry. We haven't called his name much.
You've got to be
He's
a
up to the
talented
47.
quarterback. Lions showed us something there. Watch how far this throw is. The Seguin defender had a chance on it, but Grindstaff makes a good play. Big yards after catch, too.
Lions a throw again. This time it is Lancaster, I think.
Yes.
So across midfield to the 47 of Seguin, a gain of 4. It's 2nd and 6. To the line quickly, 2-by-2 receivers. Hopper goes to the left of Lions. A minute 12 as he takes the snap, throws it to the flat. It's Grindstaff who gets out of bounds after a first down at the 40-yard line.
You know, they've got the Matador defense kind of where they want them. The other series they went all run with their basically their linebacker running the show at quarterback, and now they've got Lions back in there and they're moving the ball successfully, throwing it. Quite a package to try to stop.
So 1st and 10, 2-by-2 receivers. Hopper to the left of Lions. He's blocking. Lions throws it away. Had Lacombe and Grindstaff, his 2 receivers over here.
Yeah,
so 2nd and 10 with 1:01 to go.
Seguin brought rare pressure, and it did get to the quarterback. He had to get rid of it before he had time to find a receiver.
4th start of the year for Chase Lyons, the junior. Surveys the defense. Handoff, Hopper's got some room. Caught by a defender about the 35, muscles ahead to the 31. Pieper calls a timeout. So we'll take this one with him. 54 seconds to go. 14 all. We're back on the Warriors Network after this timeout. At Pieper High School, 54.6 seconds to go in the half. We're tied at 14 all. Pieper with the ball. They're at the Matador 32 with a 3rd down and 2. As both coaches continue to battle this one with their players, 2-by-2 receivers for Lions. Hopper to his left. Hopper goes out, throws it to the flat. That's Lancaster. He's loose. He's on the sideline. He's into the end zone. Great blocking downfield by, I think, Elzarde.
Yes.
Or Elzarde.
Elzarde.
And that was a touchdown that Pieper dearly needed after Seguin had come back and scored twice. Good throw, good quick throw. And again, good blocking downfield, and Lancaster has got onto the scoreboard.
Pieper finding a way to move the ball both on the ground earlier, and now they kind of put on a show throwing the football around, completing it to 3 or 4 different receivers, marched down there and scored a touchdown late in the first half. So we were going to have a tie. Now we've got kind of a pretty big lead of just 1 touchdown because of the way Pieper did it. They kind of, not only did they do it now, but they kind of set the tone. Hey, we can do this later too.
So we'll take a timeout. A 21-14 lead for the Warriors. 46 seconds to go on the Warriors Network.
Hey Piper Nation, I'm Dr. Daniel San Martin, your neighborhood board-certified orthodontist. My family and I live here in Kinder Ranch, and I have been proudly building Confident Smiles since 2012. We're excited to say that our new office is now located on Borgfeld Road. At San Martin Orthodontics, I personally see every patient at every appointment, and I'm the only doctor you'll see throughout your entire treatment. If your family needs orthodontic care, we'd love to earn your trust with a complimentary consultation. We hope to see you soon, and go Warriors!
We're back at Pieper. They'll kick off to Seguin. You were just telling us their defense is playing pretty good, Seguin's defense.
Yeah, they put something on, the schedule. They put something on their practice where they put that running back and that quarterback back there as an extra safety.
Good kick coverage as Avila only gets to the 16. A gain of, or a return of less than 15, so good coverage by the Warriors.
Yeah, we'll talk about it when we summarize the first half, but, Seguin is behind by a touchdown, and we got a big half to play coming up, but you got to say that Seguin came prepared, they came to play. They've got a defensive wrinkle. Even though Pieper has scored 21 points, it's taken them a while to understand how Seguin is lining up. They're playing a third safety, but they're bringing him, by the time the ball is snapped, they're bringing him down to the weak side or the strong side sometimes to have an extra linebacker on the field.
So here comes Daly. Two receivers either way. Straight drop, has some pressure, gives it out to the slot. That has to be his, yeah, that's his tight end, Trevino. Again to look. Now he's got a man loose. Coverage is decent. Avila tried to go over Lopez.
He almost made a one-handed catch.
Almost.
Over there.
I think he's tapping out for this play.
Yes.
Lopez was with him, but he still could have made a spectacular catch.
You know, that's one of those offensive tricks, those tricky devils. The receiver gets to go over there and rest. They just slip another one in there. That corner, he's got to come back.
Right.
He ran just as far.
Right. Empty backfield for Daly. It's 3rd and 6. 20 seconds to go. Rolling out right. Throws it on the run, has a man again in the middle of the field. Is that Weaver?
That's Weaver with another
big catch. And that's a completion up to the 35.
He just doesn't like to catch it unless it's way over his head and he has to make a circus catch for him. What a play.
Elliott Weaver with another catch.
13 seconds. They may have a chance for 2 plays.
We're going to keep this one here. Seguin calls a timeout. This is – both coaches would probably be guilty of that. This is where if you have a kicker, man, you get 2 or 3, you get a play and get 10 more yards, you might be able to get a quick field goal in, but neither coach is confident enough in their kicker right now.
I don't think so. I'm not talking bad about either kicker. They could be just so confident in their offense that they want the bigger points and not just the settling for 3. You know, Pieper right now, they put as I was explaining what Seguin is doing so tricky. Pieper's running the same sort of 3-deep safety look now, but they let number 7 get open right in the middle. So some of that comes down to just a great throw and catch. Sometimes you just can't defend them. You know, the catch is so great and the ball is put just in the right spot. Hats off to some talented high school players tonight.
Yes, I concur. So 1st and 10 from the 35. 13 seconds left. Daly, short drop, wants to run. Still wants to throw it and throws it low and late. That's Avila, and it's incomplete.
You see the official throw his hat down over there?
Was he out of bounds?
That's what it means. It
Yeah.
means the receiver went out of bounds on his own.
So the time now
wouldn't
is 6.4 seconds, so he's got one play left.
Yeah, that wouldn't have counted whether he caught it or not. Yeah, with one play, now it looks like Pieper's in kickoff return coverage, you know. They've got everybody back.
Keep
Gonna rush three.
Keep everybody in front
Sure.
of you is the idea. Now Pieper's going to call a timeout. We'll keep this one here with 6 seconds to go. So your thought there is you say something innocent like keep everything in front of you. Well, that's the idea, but you've got to close out on a receiver who's getting ready to catch the ball, right?
Yes, and it's still, you know, a lot of people don't like prevent defense because it prevents you from winning the game. It's so unaggressive. It's so deep that you're leaving plenty of. For example, they're gonna rush three,
so you got
maybe two.
8 guys in coverage.
But that gives a talented quarterback a chance to throw a fastball in there at sometimes at a place where only the receiver can get to it.
Especially somebody on the move.
Right.
And you're stationary as a defender unless you're running with him.
I mean, you've seen so many highlights. The defense is lined up just like Pieper is right now, but somehow the teams, you know, find a way to make a fantastic catch. So I'm a fan of putting pressure on a quarterback. You can't just let him stand back there and get to do what he does all summer long, and that's just stand and throw to wide open receivers.
They are going to rush 3 and Lacombe's in the middle as the linebacker. They've got 4 covering 3 over here, 2 on 2 over there.
And a deep guy
and
on
a
the 5-yard line.
So they kind of changed up their defense. Daly's going to throw it towards the end zone, and there's nobody there. And the clock runs out. So that'll be the final play of the first half. So again,
both defenses are going to go in at halftime and somebody's going to figure out a way to stop the other team because it's kind of been up and down the field. It's been an offensive show. 2 talented teams. Both of them are capable of scoring more than 50 points in most games that they're in. So I think Seguin proved to some people that they can play in this district. You know, everybody kind of predicts them as being middle of the pack, maybe playoff team, maybe not, but they're playing as good as Pieper is right now with just a 21-14 score. Piper's got to, you know, they've lost 2 big games, big rivals. They've got to get together and at halftime here and say, who are we? You know, we've moved the ball, we've stopped them. Let's start dominating at our own field. They certainly can.
Pieper scored the first 2 touchdowns in the first quarter. In the second quarter, Seguin scored twice to tie us at 14, and then with 46 seconds to go, it was Lions to Lancaster from 32 to make it 21-14, and that's our score at the half. Tony Brubaker, Brad Lind will be back with you after the halftime activities to bring you the second half of this exciting District 13 5A game right here on the Warriors Network.
My name is Nicole Gonzalez, and I am the proud principal of Mayfair Elementary. We are so excited to open up our doors next month and to welcome all of our mountain lions. As you can see, I am standing in the beautiful library of Mayfair Elementary, which will be the heart of our school. The building is progressing beautifully. The classrooms are coming along. There's so much room for collaboration, innovation, and engagement within our building. So many details have been put into the architecture of the building, including all of the blue hues and waterways that New Braunfels naturally brings. We are so excited to see all of our mountain lions next month on the first day of school on August 19th. We cannot wait to see students fill our hallways and our classrooms with with joy and excitement for learning and for building that Mountain Lion school pride.
In the heart of every warrior beats the spirit of excellence. It's not just about the music or the game. It's about the legacy we leave behind. Excellence isn't given. It's earned through leadership. We lead by example, with grit, pushing ourselves to the edge and beyond. Every note played, every step taken is a testament to our strength. We are a team, bound by the same drive, the same passion, to build an empire of warriors, forged by those who dare to rise above the rest. The question is, do you have what it takes to be a warrior?
How they ever gonna find us? Shipwreck on the mountain, rubbernecking all the outlaws. It's who we wanna be. Belly up and just fake it, and two-step over 80, so we can hope to be someone someday.
Hey Pieper Nation, I'm Dr. Daniel San Martin, your neighborhood board certified orthodontist. My family and I live here in Kinder Ranch, and I have been proudly building Confident Smiles since 2012. We're excited to say that our new office is now located on Borgfeld Road. At San Martin Orthodontics, I personally see every patient at every appointment, and I'm the only doctor you'll see throughout your entire treatment. If your family needs orthodontic care, we'd love to earn your trust with a complimentary consultation. We hope to see you soon, and go Warriors!
Hi, my name is Tammy Williams. I'm the principal at Rebecca Creek Elementary, and I'm excited to share with you guys the new Raptor visitor check-in system that we used this last year, and everybody gets to try it coming this fall. So our visitors that came to Rebecca Creek had the option of checking in at the front kiosk that was in our vestibule and our foyer. Yours might be in a different spot. But when they came to check themselves in, they used their driver's license and they scanned that in order to start the process to check in. Our front desk loved it because they got the option to be prepared for the visitor and get the badge so when the visitor came in, they could welcome them into our school. The kiosk in our vestibule uses that same Raptor technology platform that we use in our office. So we still feel safe when we have visitors coming into our campus, that they've been screened exactly the way they would when they are in front of us at the desk. One of the new systems we're implementing this year with the Raptor Safe check-in system at our kiosk is parents are able to download a Raptor app at home. At home, you can scan your identification into the app to make it easier for your check-in. It's a much easier process, and we're really excited to get that rolling out this year. Visitors have the option to use the Raptor Safe app when they check into the kiosk, or they can use their identification card. You have the choice. Campuses will have office personnel on hand to assist anyone with their Raptor entry. We're really thrilled to start this new program and let every campus experience what we did last year. You're going to love it.
My name is Nicole Gonzalez, and I am the proud principal of Mayfair Elementary. We are so excited to open up our doors next month and to welcome all of our mountain lions. As you can see, I am standing in the beautiful library of Mayfair Elementary, which will be the heart of our school. The building is progressing beautifully. The classrooms are coming along. There's so much room for collaboration, innovation, and engagement within our building. So many details have been put into the architecture of the building, including all of the blue hues and waterways that New Braunfels naturally brings. We are so excited to see all of our mountain lions next month on the first day of school on August 19th. We cannot wait to see students fill our hallways and our classrooms with joy and excitement for learning and for building that mountain lion school pride.
In the heart of every warrior beats the spirit of excellence. It's not just about the music or the game. It's about the legacy we leave behind. Excellence isn't given. It's earned through leadership. We lead by example, with grit, pushing ourselves to the edge and beyond. Every note played, every step taken is a testament to our strength. We are a team, bound by the same drive, the same passion, to build an empire of warriors, forged by those who dare to rise above the rest. The question is, do you have what it takes to be a warrior?
How they ever gonna find us? Shipwreck on the mountain, rubbernecking all the outlaws. It's who we wanna be. Belly up and just fake it, and two-step overrated, so we can hope to be someone someday.
Hey Pieper Nation, I'm Dr. Daniel San Martin, your neighborhood board certified orthodontist. My family and I live here in Kinder Ranch, and I have been proudly building Confident Smiles since 2012. We're excited to say that our new office is now located on Borgfeld Road. At San Martin Orthodontics, I personally see every patient at every appointment, and I'm the only doctor you'll see throughout your entire treatment. If your family needs orthodontic care, we'd love to earn your trust with a complimentary consultation. We hope to see you soon, and go Warriors!
name is Tammy Williams. I'm the principal at Rebecca Creek Elementary, and I'm excited to share with you guys the new Raptor visitor check-in system that we used this last year, and everybody gets to try it coming this fall. So our visitors that came to Rebecca Creek had the option of checking in at the front kiosk that was in our vestibule and our foyer. Yours might be in a different spot. But when they came to check themselves in, they used their driver's license and they scanned that in order to start the process to check in. Our front desk loved it because they got the option to be prepared for the visitor and get the badge so when the visitor came in, they could welcome them into our school. The kiosk in our vestibule uses that same Raptor technology platform that we use in our office. So we still feel safe when we have visitors coming into our campus, that they've been screened exactly the way they would when they are in front of us at the desk. One of the new systems we're implementing this year with the Raptor Safe check-in system at our kiosk is parents are able to download a Raptor app at home. At home, you can scan your identification into the app to make it easier for your check-in. It's a much easier process, and we're really excited to get that rolling out this year. Visitors have the option to use the Raptor Safe app when they check into the kiosk, or they can use their identification card. You have the choice. Campuses will have office personnel on hand to assist anyone with their Raptor entry. We're really thrilled to start this new program and let every campus experience what we did last year. You're gonna love it.
My name is Nicole Gonzalez, and I am the proud principal of Mayfair Elementary. We are so excited to open up our doors next month and to welcome all of our mountain lions. As you can see, I am standing in the beautiful library of Mayfair Elementary, which will be the heart of our school. The building is progressing beautifully. The classrooms are coming along. There's so much room for collaboration, innovation, and engagement within our building. So many details have been put into the architecture of the building, including all of the blue hues and waterways that New Braunfels naturally brings. We are so excited to see all of our mountain lions next month on the first day of school on August 19th. We cannot wait to see students fill our hallways and our classrooms with joy and excitement for learning and for building that mountain lion school pride.
In the heart of every warrior beats the spirit of excellence. It's not just about the music or the game. It's about the legacy we leave behind. Excellence isn't given. It's earned through leadership. We lead by example, with grit, pushing ourselves to the edge and beyond. Every note played, every step taken is a testament to our strength. We are a team, bound by the same drive, the same passion, to build an empire of warriors, forged by those who dare to rise above the rest. The question is, do you have what it takes to be a warrior?
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for your Pieper Legacies, Legends, and Purple Rain Dance Company. The Pieper High School dance teams are under the direction of Head Director Jackie Olivares, Assistant Director Bree Cross, and Student Teacher Haley Britton. Leading the teams onto the field tonight, Legacy Junior Lieutenants Avery Kingdon, Legacy Senior Lieutenant Addie Gladstone, Lieutenant Colonel Marin Mock, and Colonel Lena Cortez. Legacy Social Officers are President Molly Reman, Vice President Sydney Faulkner, Head Social Committee Chair Gabby Trevino, and Co-Chair Kaylee Weaver. Leading the Legends are Captain Addie Warren, Co-Captain Araceli Montalvo, Line Officers Maddie Schultz and Julieta Vigueres. Leading the Purple Rain are Head Officers Amani Aldape, Rain Officers Haley Halverson, Grace Espinoza, Capri Bradbury, Carly Stover, and Atia Bella. Legacy of the Week, Samantha Broadway. Golden Heart of the Week, Paige Moore. Legend of the Week, Carson Kirkendall. Purple Rain Spirit Girl of the Week, Sarian Russell. Dancer of the Week, Harper Alvarez. Today, we have some special guests joining us on the field. Please help us welcome the Bulverde Bells, directed by Mariah Cardbaugh, and the Pieper Ranch Charmers, directed by Kelsey Betts. Tonight, they'll be performing Bang the Drum, Ladies and gentlemen, please give one more round of applause for our Pieper High School Legacies, Legends, Purple Rain Dance Company, and our special Future Warrior dance teams. We would also like to recognize our amazing Pieper Cheer. Your Pieper varsity cheerleaders are under the direction of Susie Mansfield with assistance from Charlotte Dochkal. The cheerleader of the week is Shane Lacombe and Shelby Eustrom. Joining us from San Antonio, Texas, please welcome your two-time consecutive UIL State Marching Contest qualifiers, the Pieper High School Band of Warriors. Special guests tonight are our incredible future warriors from Pieper Ranch and Bulverde Middle Schools. Let's give our 8th grade students a huge round of applause for their performance of Bang the Drum. The Band of Warriors 2025 show is dedicated this year to our incredible Pieper fan base. and is entitled Ethereus, featuring the music of U2, David Gilliam, Jules Massenet, and John Mackey. Listen for the sounds of the call from the spiritual realm as the band of warriors takes you to the skies to meet Ethereus. This Pieper High School halftime is proud to welcome drum majors Lainey Flores, Brady Barker, Vanessa Nunez, Josiah Cantu, and the Pieper High School Band of Warriors. direction of Band Director Evan Berry, Assistant Directors Alan Connor, Scott Lowe, and Thomas Schaefer. The color guard is under the direction of Cody Japp. Pieper Ranch Middle School Directors are
Seguin 21-14 as we're making plans to start the second half as soon as the band gets off the field.
That's a big band.
That's a big band.
Great halftime performance.
Without a doubt. Here come the Warriors out of their tunnel. The Matadors waiting to get out of their tunnel to come out, but Chase Lyons greeting his teammates as they were already back as the captains. It will be Seguin ball to start the second half.
Yeah, Seguin deferred to the second half, so they'll get the first series on offense. Talking and visiting with everybody up in the press box here at halftime, you know, the Warriors are ahead 21-14 and still a little frustrated. They feel like they can, you know, coaches and fans and stuff, they feel like they can do more. They feel like they've got weapons that they're not using. They just marched down when it was 14-14. They just marched down methodically and got 7 points like they should do that every drive. And I guess when you're successful, it looks like you should do it every time. So maybe we should give a little credit to the Seguin Matador offense for keeping, you know, the Warriors off the field, and the Seguin Matador defense for playing some pretty decent defense at times, even though the score is 21-14.
So the Warriors head out to the 40-yard line with kicker Logan Lopez. He'll be kicking off as the Matadors send Avila and Weaver deep. They've been the deep players most of this first half. We're about ready to start the second half. 21-14. Warriors up by a score. They scored twice in the first and once in the second. Both Matador touchdowns were in the second quarter. They foul a fair catch at the 3-yard line. Does Avila. He calls the fair catch, so they'll take it at the 25. And we'll see what this second half looks like. We know the Warriors think they should win this game on paper. The Matadors trying to say not so fast.
Not so fast. We're here to play, and we're here to kind of establish ourselves as one of the good teams in a really good district that has 4 or 5 good teams in it.
Yes, it does.
A lot of these schools that don't make the playoffs in this district would be pretty strong in other districts, but that's where they are. So Seguin's got to come out and prove it against really good teams.
So empty backfield, 3 at the far sideline, 2 at the near. Press coverage on 2 of the 5. From the 25, Daly, short drop, has pressure immediately. Gets it off. That's the running back, I believe, Moreno. And he gets first down yardage out near the 40.
Really great scheme by that running back turned receiver. He saw the blitzing linebacker on his side, and he just ran to the spot where that linebacker was standing, you know, first down.
So the running backs beside Daly now as 2-by-2 receivers. Hand off Moreno. Up the middle he goes. Gets 3 yards to the 43. Makes it 2nd and 7. Down at the bottom of that pole is Springer.
He's got to be in double-digit tackle numbers by now. I know they've scored 2 touchdowns, but he's had a good defensive game.
So 2-by-2 again with Moreno beside Daly. Daly checks. Plenty of time on the play clock. They don't huddle, so he's got a lot of time to survey. He's going to throw, gets pressure from his backside, spins out of it, completes a pass on the near sideline. They'll say a coach is trying to say he was juggling it, but Tyler Trevino comes up with the catch, and it's good enough for about 3 more yards.
They worked hard for those 3 yards.
Yeah, so it's 3rd down and 4 from the 46. So 3 receivers to the top, 1 to the near. Now Marino comes out in the slot on the near sideline. So Daly's empty. They're threatening to blitz with a couple of linebackers. They both drop back now. Daly claps, gets it. Middle linebacker blitzes. He comes around and slides for the first down. Now, if they did that the way they do in the NFL, that would not be a first down because he started his slide on the 49, ended up on our 49, and they gave him that yardage, and that is not – I don't believe that's his accurate spot.
We don't have the benefit of instant replay either, but big, tall kid like that, he starts his slide early. He's probably 3 yards farther back in the NFL.
So first down for the Matadors at the 39 of the Warriors. Quick to the sideline, tipped at the line.
Yep.
91, Wells.
Nice play, nice blitz. Sometimes you don't get all the way to the quarterback. He got his hands on the ball that time.
So we've got 2nd and 10 from the 49. We've gone under 10 minutes to go in the quarter. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near, an H-back on the right side of the tackle, the running back on the left of Daly. Nobody moves on the fake clap. He hands it to Moreno. He's got a spot up the middle, gets a couple before Springer runs into him at the 45, and it'll be 3rd and 6.
Yeah, they need to stay on schedule, stay ahead of the chains, all those cliches that you hear announcers like us say. But Seguin needs to, obviously go score to tie it up, but they need to keep the ball out of Pieper's hands. So even though they're a spread team that can throw it all over the place, they've been very methodical in trying to use the clock as well as trying to get it down the field.
9 minutes on the clock. Daly's going to run. Springer's there, has him and won't let him go. Daly, strong kid, tried to get away from that. Tackled at the 43. That was not a very good spot. I thought he had the ball a lot further up than that one.
Well, Springer's a very talented linebacker. He's back in coverage. He's in the hook curl zone looking for those inside receivers, but he's also on that spy technique that everybody thinks is so easy to do. Say, hey, just go tackle the quarterback when he sprints out of there, But sometimes those quarterbacks are pretty quick.
Yeah, and long. 3 receivers on the far side, 1 on the near. It's 4th and about 4 from the 43. Daly takes the snap, rolls to his left, has a couple of receivers over there, has a running back who blocked for him. He ran, and then he fumbled late. Is it going to be picked up?
Wow.
Can you fumble forward in high school? I guess you can.
I think you can on this play. I would if somebody argued the other way. Well, now, look at here. So they did move it back.
Yeah, they're going to mark him down from where he was.
So ask that question. Oh, no, you can't pick up a ball that's fumbled forward. Everybody knows that.
Yeah. So it is a first down at the 28. Methodically marking. 4 minutes gone in the 3rd quarter. They're at our 28-yard line. 2-by-2 receivers. Daly looks, has pressure. Throws it late and incomplete. When he gets pressure, he's not nearly as accurate, and that was Lacombe, the linebacker, blitzing.
That's what I've been telling folks a long time. These quarterbacks year-round, maybe they do play baseball, maybe they are a great pitcher, but they've got a football in their hand for 8 or 9 months of the year, and they are accurate. They can throw. If you don't put any pressure on them, they're going to complete passes.
So, looking in his notes now. 2-by-2 receivers, 2nd and 10 from the 28. Daly takes it, hands it to Marino. Blockers in front of him. He's got a decent gain, almost 5 yards to the 23.
Both teams are so similar in their approach on offense, and both teams are kind of, being the same on defense. Sometimes they go ahead and put 4 on 3 and 2 on or 3-on-2, so that only leaves 4 in the box.
3rd and 5 from the 23. Lacombe came out.
Looks like a running.
Spencer came in for him. Moreno tries to get to first down yardage. I think he stopped at the 19. So he's a yard shy, and it's 4th down.
Takes a real patience and real discipline for the offensive play caller to stick to his plan. You know, when they only have 4 in the box, you need to hand it off and give your running back a chance. Don't just be mesmerized by your own ability to throw.
So under center for the second time. They mishandled the last one. Daly's going to do a quarterback sneak, and it looks like he got it.
He's gotten so much stronger and so much more confident in his abilities to run the football as an older player. You know, he's really becoming a good football player, not just a thrower. That's a big first down for Seguin right there. They've run some time off the clock, and if they could turn this into a touchdown and tie the score, we've got quite a football game going here.
They've almost run half of the third quarter. 6:20 left. 1st and 10 from the 17. Fakes it to Moreno, throws it to the edge, and the ball's dropped this time.
That's a rare.
Avila had the ball and didn't hang on to it.
Rare drop. That will not make his highlight film. I think this hit him in the face mask.
Yeah, it bounced through his hands and hit him in the face.
Yeah, that won't make his highlight tape. He's a really good receiver. They should go
He
right
is.
back to that player.
Yes. They'll go 3 receivers on the far sideline and 1 on the near as the coaches are signaling in the play. Everybody's in tight except for
12.
Pignon down here
yeah.
on the numbers. Daly wipes his hand. Play clock at 7. It's as deep as they've gone in a while. Takes the snap. Short drop. Has 3 receivers, all from the left. Now he comes back to the right, and it's knocked down and almost intercepted. That's Grant Oling.
Yeah, he had
a chance.
He had the blitz earlier that got the batted ball. He's had a good series. 3rd and 10 now. Big play for both teams. Pieper needs to come up with a stop here in the red zone, and the Matadors need to get on the scoreboard and tie this thing back up. So this is a huge play right here in the middle of the third quarter.
So 3rd and 10 from the 17. They've been turned away twice. Same formation. Screen, Weaver, tackled. Maybe a yard to the 16. Good coverage on the time that time.
Good coverage
by
and
the
great
Warriors.
open field tackle. You can see on the replay, the Warriors committed to about a 6 or 7 man blitz there.
That's Lopez.
It was man coverage all the way across, which means single tackles when the guy does catch it. 4th down and 8.
4th and 9. Yeah, 4th and 9 from the 16. 3 receivers near side now, 1 to the far. Back in the backfield's Moreno. Takes the snap, gets pressure from Thor, gets away. Now he's going to try to run. Now he backs up and throws an incomplete pass. Now, what's the rule on that, Coach? I thought he went over the line of scrimmage and then came back. He can do that, right? As long as he's
that's something.
Let's look at this. Now he never went past the line of scrimmage.
Right. I think the official would have made a signal.
Yeah.
Right.
So they turn it over on downs with 5. They used more than half of the third quarter to turn it over on downs at the Warriors 16.
They moved the ball from the 25 all the way to the other 16-yard line, but they didn't get any points, So this is going to be tough for them if the Warriors can go down and score now.
Warriors come out with 2x2. Give it to Hopper, straight up the middle, tackled almost as quickly as he got it. Big 99, Zach Micah.
Seguin's staying with that hybrid safety linebacker in the middle of the formation.
Pardon me, that was Mario Jackson, number 90, not 99. So short gain. Lions wants to throw, has a slant route. Grindstaff looked like he got hit early.
It was pretty close to when the ball was being caught, so we're going to call that a good play by number 23 by Seguin. Let's see this on the replay.
Yeah, 23 had his hand on his back as he was
pretty close contact, as we say.
Anyway,
pretty tight coverage.
It's now 3rd and long, 3rd and 9. Lions 2-by-2 receivers. Hopper in the backfield. They're blitzing a linebacker from this side. We pick it up. He gets the throw off. It's Lacombe, and it's a first down pass. Up to near the 30-yard line. They'll call it the 32. So good first down for the Warriors. How about Carson Lacombe?
Yeah. Seguin's doing something right, keeping that kid covered well and putting pressure enough on the quarterback so they can't get to him. But they ought to throw it to him more often.
Out of the backfield, Hopper catches it, makes a nice move. He gets 2, 3. Now he's down the sidelines. Got one man to beat. He cuts back midfield. If he can get a block there, chase from behind, that'll go the distance.
When your running back catches a short pass and makes 5 people, I was doing tally marks as he ran. You make 5 or almost 6 people miss, you're going to get in the end zone. What a great individual effort. Talented player.
68 yards for Hopper. And that's a touchdown that puts the Warriors up 2 scores. 27-14 right now with the extra point to come.
It's one of those situations where time of possession doesn't mean much. Seguin kept the ball and kept the ball and kept the ball. Didn't get any points out of it. It takes the Pieper Warriors about 3 plays, and here we are, 28-14.
And you saw it just like I did. Oh, that's a pass out of the backfield. He might get a couple of yards,
down, yeah.
And he makes one man miss, and second man missed, and the third guy has a shot at him, and he misses him.
Wow.
So there's timeout on the field. Warriors up 28-14 on the Warriors Network. We're back at Pieper, 28-14 now. They lead Seguin by 2 scores. We've got 4:32 to go, which means they ran about 2 minutes off the clock on that touchdown drive that put them up 2 scores. And now Logan Lopez, the senior kicker, will put a toe to it. See if he can stick it through the end zone. Oh, it's an onside kick, and it's fielded and very succinctly by the Matadors. Rylan Rubio, a senior linebacker, came up with it.
I'm sure they practice a little fielding kicks, but he nearly had one good hop and could have made that a huge play for Seguin.
Yeah, yes.
Because as the Warriors were trying to get the ball, they forgot to make the tackle.
Right.
And that could have been huge. They got great field position now, so we'll see what they do. They need to turn their productive offense into some points now. They've been moving the ball. They've been making great decisions and putting Pieper in difficult situations to defend, but they didn't get any points out of it.
Lucky's in as the running back beside Daly now with 3 receivers to the top and 1 to the near. Pieper's getting a little more succinct in how they're covering those receivers. Daly's got time, now gets a blitzer. Now is over the top. It's Weaver, and he made another catch, and he's into the end zone. Just like that, one play, 52 yards.
Give the quarterback a little credit for looking one way and getting those safeties to move out of the middle. This is the 3rd time that this young man has made a great throw, but what a super catch.
Second time today Weaver has caught a touchdown pass. This one of 52. The first one was 43.
43 yards, and that's almost 80 yards on 2 catches.
The extra point is up and good by Gabe Hernandez.
So now Seguin does the time of possession trick on us.
Wow.
Know, one play, and we'll get off the field. Don't you worry. They have to go right back on offense, and they haven't got all their adjustments. Well, they didn't need very many adjustments. Let's go throw it to this kid in the middle. Really good execution by offensive line again, giving him time. That's a deep route. He didn't.
Well, and he rolled out because the pocket moved a little bit. There was a blitzing or a linebacker coming in late, but he got rid of it in plenty of time. Yeah. And you mentioned that last touchdown. You didn't really say it. Weaver, this over-the-head over-the-shoulder catch.
That's all he does.
He's
That's just
remarkable.
all he does. You know, he just makes that catch look like every kid ought to be able to do this. How hard is it? That's very difficult.
4:22 left in the third quarter now, as they take over 6 minutes.
Now he's going to kick a short kick, but he's going to go to the different. He's going to go to the different sideline because he's kicking from the other direction, away from the other guys. So let's see if they can get a good return on this short kick.
Ooh. Fielded at 38, coming all the way across the field and going backwards. That's Rice.
He ran.
Started at the
he ran,
38, ended up at the 33.
He ran 56 yards to lose 3. Wow. Yeah. Make one move and take it to midfield and have great field position. But that's easy for me to say.
Yeah, you're not being chased.
No. And they didn't let me return kicks on my team anyway. So what am I talking about?
So Lions is back. 28-21, an old-fashioned shootout. Who's going to have the ball last? Lions over the middle. That's Lancaster. Makes a nice first down catch, gets away from the defender. Now chases to the sideline. He's down the sideline, has one man to beat, and he gets pushed out of bounds inside the 30. Good defense that time of not tackling him in space. You kind of forgot to do that. Somebody had a good look at him right here as you see the replay.
Well, yards after the catch.
That's Daly.
Yeah.
Daly can't hang on to him.
Yards after the catch for the running back and now Lancaster making big gains.
And that was Troy who finally got him out of bounds. Now up the middle, Hopper gets a nice run before he's pushed back.
6-yard gain on the play.
Yeah, we'll give him 6, so it's 2nd and 4. That was Garcia, Damian Garcia. We haven't called his name a lot. He's been close to a lot of plays and has made some tackles that we didn't identify. He's a good-looking linebacker. Fake it to Hopper, throw it to the edge. That's Grindstaff. Gets a couple of yards.
Pretty well defended.
Yeah.
Pretty well defended by the, they look pre-snap. They see not enough defenders out there to make that play, but the safety.
That's Waffle that gets him out of bounds after a short gain. It's 3rd and 4.
Number 3, their really good receiver there, Avila.
Yeah.
He's playing a little defense now too.
Yeah. So Lions on 3rd down. Quick throw. Lancaster can't bring it in.
Ready to make a move before the ball's in his hands.
That's the second time this half we've seen that.
Yep.
Trying to make his move before he catches the ball. It's 4th down. We're going to keep the offense on the field, it looks like. Offensive line of Pieper has done a pretty good job tonight, too, keeping Lions on his feet. 4th down, we'll roll out the pocket. Now throw it back. That's Lacombe. Catches it. He's across the 15, muscling down towards the 10. I think about the 11 they'll mark him down. That's a 1st down.
I think we're going to have roughing the passer, too. Yes.
Personal foul, roughing the passer is the call. So that'll go on the end of the run, right? Half the distance.
They ran this play against Davenport, and it didn't work the way they wanted to, so they took it back to the practice field and got it like they wanted it. And that's a huge play now that puts them, in scoring spot anyway, and then they get the extra yardage from the penalty. So Piper's in good shape right now.
So 2 receivers will be the near side, 1 to the far. Lacombe, is the receiver to the far. Grindstaff and Lancaster down here on the near side. 2 backs in the backfield on either side of Lions. This is not Hopper. This is
Lacombe.
Smith. Is it? Oh, it's Tyler Lacoste.
Yeah.
Lacombe was in the backfield.
Lacombe was in the backfield, and that gives them all kinds of options. He can take that handoff and be a thrower, but, he comes in looking like he hasn't done anything on defense, which he has. He's got several tackles.
Hopper got a good block.
Yes.
Lancaster had a good block. So with 2:47 to go in the third.
Second touchdown in the third quarter with not too much time off the clock possession-wise for Pieper, doing things that their fans and their coaches knew that they were capable of doing all along.
Kick is up, and this one's good as well. 35-21. We'll take a timeout with them as the Warriors go up 2 scores. Third quarter action on the Warriors Network. We're back at Pieper. There you see the helmet on the side of the building. The Warrior helmet. As they'll kick off after the second touchdown of the day for Tyler Lacombe. The one-time quarterback, full-time linebacker. Scored from 2 and now scored from 8. Lopez. End-over-end kick will sail to the goal line. Any fair catches it. This is the receiver. So they'll go to the 25 where they'll start 1st and 10, but again down 2 scores, still in the third quarter with 2:47 left. Took them, one play last time
to score.
Let's see if we can make them drive the ball a little bit and take up some more clock.
Both teams playing just well enough on defense to make it difficult to score, but in that third quarter, Seguin was stopped the first drive, and after that, nobody's been stopped. So becomes an offensive show right here in the third quarter.
So here's Daly. Hand off. Looked like that was lucky, didn't it?
Yes, it's a 6 and a 9. You know, if you don't get a good look at it, let me see. No, that's 9.
Oh, that's Moreno. Yeah, you're right. He's got his shirt way down low, untucked.
Well, when they tackle him and turn him upside down, it's a 6. So, you know, makes it tough. I didn't teach math, so y'all give me a break.
Yeah. 1 yard, 2nd and 9. Daly takes the snap, short drop. Gets blitzed, wants to throw late.
Oh.
Looking for Moreno.
Really great job of avoiding the blitz, but he needs to complete that ball because, man, he's wide open.
Yeah. Throwing against his body, trying to get his shoulders squared.
Yeah.
Just didn't get it done. So, 3rd and long now, 3rd and 9. He's got 3 receivers on the far side. Here comes, this is Daly for Moreno. Does that mean he's a better blocker or he's a better runner?
I don't know.
Or a better receiver?
Not Daly. It's Lucky. Lucky coming in at running back, yeah.
I'm sorry, yes, Lucky. 3 receivers now on the near side, 1 on the far, so a lot of empty space on the far side of the field. Daly to throw. Has a man across the middle. Now he's going to, kind of ball faked and then threw it late, and it's incomplete. That was intended for Trevino.
You can say bad series for the Matadors. You can say really good series for Pieper's defense. They kind of figured things out. They covered better, put some pressure on the quarterback. He's got, you know, in this kind of offense, he's kind of got to be perfect almost every time, and that just didn't quite complete the passes.
It was a great replay how they held our defensive end trying to get out to chase him. Really so obvious that I can't believe there wasn't a flag.
Well, that's the referees kind of say, oh, we're just going to let them play. Two good teams.
Yeah, let them play.
Yeah,
go
ahead. I don't know about that much.
So Daly back to punt. Ball at the 26.
Ooh.
High snap, quick kick, low bouncing. Field that. Is picked up by Rice. Going right. Gets to the corner and ends up getting a nice return before he's dragged down about midfield.
Was he the returner that we kind of made fun of for running backwards? He did a great job that time. Really good return. Picked up a bouncing ball and made something big happen from it.
No, that wasn't him on the kickoff.
Okay, that wasn't
That was
Seguin.
somebody
Okay.
else.
Yeah, okay.
Well, maybe it was him. I don't know. Anyway, Pieper ball. They're out at their own 49, so basically at midfield. A minute 48 to go in the third quarter. Let's take up about 6 or 7 minutes of clock and put the ball in the end zone again. You're up 2 scores at 35-21, 1:48 to go in the third. 2 receivers near, 1 to the far side. 2 backs in the backfield. One of them is Lacombe. He sets the block for Hopper, who gets nothing going far side right.
You know, when 2 really good offenses meet each other, you've got a lead like 35-21. You're not comfortable at all. You've got to go score, or like you said, use the clock. Okay, we have an injured player.
That was Della Garza who came and laid out and put a lick on him.
I think he's okay. He's trying to keep running around so they keep him in the game, but I think
it's
he has
Hopper.
to come out.
He doesn't want to come out,
No,
but
they're making him.
yeah. Something with his shoulder pads might have come loose.
He's running away from everybody that wants to tend to him.
Yeah.
Y'all leave me alone. I'm good.
And they all realize he's okay. Now the coach gets someone over there. Here's Lyons throw. Nice pass to the edge. I think that's Lancaster. Inside the 40 to the 37. That'll be a first down for the Warriors. What a long throw and a nice throw.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did we see many passes like that last time we saw them?
Lyons
going
is
away.
He's just getting better and better he's been the starting quarterback when they've lost 2 games. So people put a lot of pressure on him to kind of somehow blame him for some things that happened. But I'm telling you what, he's becoming a really good quarterback.
He is.
He's learning how to use all those really good weapons he's got. He's got receivers everywhere, a running back that runs the ball out of the backfield but catches passes out of the backfield. Once they know what he's capable of with a throw like that, he's a weapon.
We'll take a quick break. This is the Warriors Network. Back. Lions has 2 receivers either side now. Straight drop back. Surveys the field. Has a man in the middle. That's Lacombe. And
Great
defense
play.
was good right there.
That's their running back playing safety, something he hasn't done all season, but he's a pretty good athlete. He's a good defensive player. He just, gets so much energy to be successful on offense that they can't leave him there all the time. But they're getting a lot of good plays out of him. Sort of a late, a low safety, high linebacker, whatever you want to call him, doing a good job.
Here's Hopper on the handoff. Straight up the middle. Carries a couple of defenders. Gosh, great 8-yard. That's Lacombe. I'm thinking it's Hopper.
Well, Lacombe could be a lot of things for a lot of teams. What he is for Pieper is a really good linebacker and kind of the answer. What do you want me to do on offense? I'll come in there and make a big play.
Looking down to the sideline, do you see Hopper anywhere? There's another handoff. Lacombe still going. He's got first down carry inside the 25 before he's dragged down by a couple of defenders.
We made fun
including Micah.
Yeah, we made fun of those coaches not being able to tend to Hopper, but maybe they need to check on him a little bit longer. But Lacombe is answering the call for them. I don't see him on the sideline.
Hopper's back on the field now.
Okay, there he is. That's why I can't find him on the sideline.
So Lions, straight drop. He has a wheel route with Hopper, goes underneath. That's Grindstaff. He's inside the 15. Should be a gain close. Well, they're going to say at the 15, so it'll be 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, Pieper picking up the pace a little bit on offense.
2nd and 1.
Yeah, they shouldn't have to well, the clock has stopped, so they'll have to one more play for sure in this third quarter.
Some illegal procedure is the penalty with 22 seconds to go.
That was the first time in the game that they tried to go fast and they weren't quite in sync, Somebody
That's
was moving.
the first dead ball penalty we've had, isn't it?
Yeah, this time of year.
False start kind of
you know,
thing?
This time of year, kids are finally figuring out every little detail, and they're playing – both teams playing really, really clean football. I mean, there's some missed tackles and things like – sometimes you miss a tackle because the guy you're trying to get is talented, but these pre-snap penalties are kind of gone tonight.
So 2nd and 1 to 2nd and 6. Lion has some time. Now pocket breaks down, and he tries to come through, and it's too late.
That's a blitz from a long way off. If we see it on the replay, this is a safety coming, number 23.
Yeah.
And he gets home. He's part of the sack.
He's actually a linebacker. Goldsberry.
Yeah, Goldsberry.
And that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We'll be back for the 4th quarter. 35-21, Warriors on top on the Warriors Network.
Ever gonna find us? Shipwreck on the mountain, rubbernecking all the outlaws. It's who we wanna be. Belly up and just fake it, and two-step overrated, so we can hope to be someone someday.
We're back. Everybody's making the long walk to the other end of the field. Sometimes you wonder what are they thinking? Everybody's got the the 4 fingers up, ready for the 4th quarter. Are you really ready, or are you just trying to rest as you're walking?
Kind of signals like, hey, I'm tired. You know, you're kind of waving 4th quarter, but you're saying, ooh, I played hard for 3. I don't know if I got it left in. I bet they do, though. 2 talented teams.
Yeah.
Late, mid-season form, so to speak. Here we are down in the red zone. Seguin has to make a play. If the Warriors are able to punch this one in, they've got kind of control of the 4th quarter here.
So Lions on 3rd and 10. Gets it to Lancaster.
Had
out
one
at the 20.
He had one drop early in the 3rd quarter, but he's been kind of the go-to guy for those yardage plays when you need it.
So 4th and 6, we're going to keep the offense on the field, no doubt.
Yeah.
As he goes out of bounds, it stops the clock.
Well, that was a big play. Now this is an even bigger play for both teams.
So empty backfield. They're threatening to blitz, and they bring someone up the middle. Lions throws it behind Grindstaff. He didn't hang on to it. That was a tough catch.
Yes, it was behind him.
It was definitely a behind. You see they did a nice pick play.
Yeah.
I mean,
call that a rub.
Very obvious pick play that you see called in the NFL for sure, but in college it's even called, and that one wasn't. It's over on downs.
The 2 receivers just rubbed together really close.
Yeah, they rubbed.
Yeah.
They rubbed with hands out blocking.
Hands out, yeah. Well, you got to give credit to Seguin for getting the ball out of Pieper's hands, so now they got to go do something with this and make this a 1-score game.
So 35-21, 8 seconds gone in the 4th quarter. Our referee, do we need to switch the ball out, give Pieper back its football, and get a Seguin football underneath center? Here we finally got it. We changed the possession, but we didn't change the football.
Yeah.
Everybody knows your team has to have the football with your name on it. Yeah. Lucky's back at running back for Seguin. Daly, short drop, throws a little slant route over the head of Avila.
Pieper brought both inside backers. Seguin was lucky to get that throw off. It was incomplete, but that could have been a big play, a bigger play for Pieper. Now we got 2nd and 10.
Same formation with 2 receivers this way, 1 to the far. Back beside Daly, who gets the handoff. It's Lucky. He falls forward, ends up getting almost 5. They'll spot him at the 25, so it's 3rd down and about 5 or 5.5, 5-6.
Much more manageable with running the football really well right there.
So we'll call it 3rd and 5 from the 25. Got 2-by-2 receivers now. The running back beside Daly on his left. Pieper wants to blitz. Now they fall back. Cover the back out of the backfield. Daly rolls to his right. Now has
threw it too hard.
Avila, and he threw him a bullet instead of just lobbing it over the top and giving. That was to Weaver, pardon me. he had a chance to just hit him on the run.
If he'd throw it higher for Weaver, Weaver would come down with it, you know, because Weaver makes those huge catches.
Threw it right over the defender,
Yeah.
and he didn't get it high. You're right.
Tough play.
throw,
Tough play.
especially when you're on the run.
Yeah.
So
Fourth down. They're
it
going to
is
go
fourth
for
down,
it here.
and they've got to
Mercy.
go for it. Down 2 scores, 11 minutes to go. You would think that's a lot of time
That's
left.
a lot of time, but their defense hasn't been successful stopping Pieper yet in this half.
Not in the second half. Straight drop back, gets some pressure. There's a hold of Thor. Now Daly throws it late and throws it incomplete as he takes a shot from Springer.
Springer on the late blitz put enough pressure to make that ball uncatchable.
So Daly will be the punter. I'm sorry.
No.
They turn it over on
Turn it
downs.
over on downs
I guess
to the
they don't
short
get the
field.
punt when you turn it over
No.
on down. So the ball will be at the 25 for Pieper.
Just about
see
a
what
red
they
zone.
can do.
Yeah.
Just under 11 minutes to go here in the game. 2 receivers to either side. Lions wants to throw. Down the middle, it's Lacombe, and he didn't get it there.
That's an
He threw a flat inside, and Lacombe was over the top.
Well, that's an incomplete pass, but it's showing me some confidence from Lions. Finally, feeling like this is my offense to run. He's got talented receivers. He said, "I'm throwing it out there. Give this kid a chance." You know, they got a lead. If they complete that one, this game is essentially over. So, good call by the Pieper staff.
Late handoff to Hopper, and he's not going to go very far. Gets a couple of yards.
He's decided they can't tackle me. He's got that mindset right now. Whether he's catching passes out of the backfield, he just says, "You're not gonna get me."
Moreno tracked him down and put him down after a gain of about 1. So
pretty exciting.
3rd and 9.
Pretty exciting 1-yard gain there.
Yeah. 2-by-2 receivers. Lions to throw. I had a man in the middle, and it's a touchdown. Yeah, that's Gates Brightman.
Gates Brightman is asked to block on those hit screens and those bubble screens. Good to see him get a catch, in the end zone.
His 5th catch of the year, his first touchdown of the year, and he gets a score to put the Warriors up by 21 with the extra point.
That's how good teams answer. You get a chance, for a team to go for it on 4th down, and they don't get it, then you have to make them pay for it. And then, it's 40. It's going to be 42 with this extra point. Yep. So 42-21.
42-21.
You'd have to say that Pieper's kind of taking care of business. Now they haven't punted in the second half. They've taken advantage of every possession and turned it into a score. There's been some missed tackles, but some really spectacular plays by Pieper so far in this second half.
Indeed, 10-10 to go in the game back after this timeout on the Warriors Network. There's that helmet again as the Warriors try to get a football so they can kick off. Lopez tracks it down.
Now the official makes him kick another ball.
They didn't like the one we sent?
I don't know. And then he made the coach go out there and get it. I don't know.
Ball
boys.
Don't you kick your own ball though?
Yeah, but those ball boys need a little fussing,
Oh yeah, they didn't throw the right ball.
No, and then they didn't go out there and get the other ball.
Not the kicking ball. Of course, I forgot all about that. Half serious, I said. And they're going to field this after catching, calling for a fair catch.
When you got a kicker that can kick it in the end zone, if he asks for a special ball, you go find it, and say,
but
yes, sir.
Why are they fielding that with a fair catch? Why don't you just let it go through?
Just to practice catching the ball.
Yeah, maybe so.
I haven't completely got that rule change, all the way locked into my head. I didn't like it when they did it. I think they're taking a pretty exciting play out of the hands of the kids. But we're on to first down now for the Matadors.
Trying to prevent injuries, that.
Guess. They just got to do something quick here. They got to get on the scoreboard. They've been doing a really good job, but now Pieper's defense has kind of figured things out, and they're covering better and they're putting pressure on the quarterback.
I was trying to say that last time. Looks like their coverage seems to be a little bit more conducive to what they want to accomplish. Spencer blitzes from the backside. Catch is made, but not much yardage. Maybe a yard to the 21.
Well, that's what you do when you're showing film on Saturday to your defense. You show a screen like that the ball is delivered out there quickly, and you just stop the film and say, okay, how many are out there? And then you run it for about 2 seconds. Now look how many are out there. That's a great job. I mean, the whole defense is over there making that play. Really good job by Pieper.
So 2nd and 9 after Weaver makes a 1-yard gain. Daly looking right to his lone receiver and throws it short for a short gain. Spencer with the tackle of Moreno.
If you get a chance to see the whole field when they do a wide angle, you can notice that Pieper has not kind of committed everything to covering receivers. They're taking a little closer step to the quarterback and maybe being able to blitz from there. They're trusting their coverage a little bit better. They don't have to commit 4 defenders on 3 receivers or 3 on 2.
They get close. He throws long. It's incomplete and looking for Pinion. So it's 4th down.
Yeah.
3 new defensive linemen come in.
Yeah, Pieper does a good job. They know they want to get that receiver back, either running to the sideline or back into the formation, so they have time to change out some fresh legs to rush the passer here. Seguin looks like they're committed to going for it again on 4th down in their own territory.
So 4th and 6. Daly with 2x2 receivers. Straight drop, gets some pressure, gets rid of it, and a good catch by Avila.
First down, wow.
And gets a first down. So a 4th down conversion. They haven't had a lot of those, but that's a big one for them to try to stay alive.
What a catch. What a throw and catch.
So Acuna is down here on the near side, along with Avila. 2 receivers on the far side as well. Daly hands it off. That's Lucky. He's got a big run up the middle. Just knifed right through the defensive gut.
See that
on
the
way
replay.
Up to the 30.
Yeah, there's a blitz off of both edges, which means there's going to be some gaps open in the middle, so Seguin called the right play at the right time.
Ginnelly got on him late. Here's a pass over the top intended. Again, the corner on the side is Lopez, and he's just riding the receiver out of bounds every time.
You call that hip coverage.
Right.
You hip check him like hockey, and that's legal when you don't use your hands, but you got to be able to run with him after you bump him.
Right.
So, he's had a good game.
They've thrown that
wheel.
Flag.
It's a wheel, kind of a flag, you know. But cornerbacks are kind of like offensive linemen. They don't want their name called very often. We haven't called his name because he's just quietly doing a good job covering good receivers.
Hand up the middle. There goes Lucky, and he's into the end zone.
Yep, caught him again with that blitz from the outside, and there's gaps open. They called it. They did it for a big game, and they found something they like. So here we go. Game's not over yet. Huge conversion on 4th down to keep that drive alive, and then Lucky with 2 big runs and 2 big catches. So the Matadors are not through.
Hernandez in for the extra point to make it 42-21. 28, and that was a good hold of a bad snap
Yes, really
to
good
get
job.
it. So it is 42-28. We're back after this timeout on the Warriors Network. We're back at Pieper as they have come to within 2 scores, 42-28.
Looked like Seguin may try an onside kick here.
Well, they've tried it several times. This is a different look at it.
No.
They're going
They
to
break that formation.
Yeah.
He's still got a chance. He's still got 5 kids right there close. Oh, yep. Trick play.
Falling on. Great job by Cade Diamond, a sophomore. Receiver tight end type.
Yep. Cade Diamond can tell his grandkids that I have a 50-yard return, you know. Same thing. Same thing as catching it down there on the 1-yard line and running to the 50. Great field position for the Warriors now. Seguin had to make something happen.
Yeah,
you know,
without a doubt.
They're not done. They haven't done a great job stopping. I don't think they have stopped Pieper in the second half. So if they could have recovered that onside kick, we'd have been talking differently up here right now.
So Hopper and Lacombe both in the backfield. Here's Lacombe up the middle, knifes for about a couple of yards.
Quarterback number 1.
And Gaetan
in the game now.
In the game. So, get some clock running, huh? It's your friend now. The clock is your friend.
Should make the clock your friend.
Gain of 2 makes it 2nd and 8. Everybody looks to the sideline. Coach is a little more methodical getting the play in.
Yeah, he's the one controlling that clock.
So Gaetan with Lacombe and Hopper on either side. Lacombe going left, kind of a off tackle. Nice run. Should be first down yardage. There is a flag on the play.
It's a rare penalty. You're going to see a safety called on a personal foul here. Getting blocked and didn't like it, kind of threw the offensive lineman down. Let's see what happens.
They called a face mask.
Oh, he grabbed the offensive lineman by the face mask.
Okay.
Watch the safety here. Yeah.
Oh, right there.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Not a smart play.
No, not
a smart play.
Well, it's a frustration
play, sure.
It happens.
He's been playing great all day. Playing a little defense now. He wants to get the ball, he wants to get the ball back. He's seeing the clock go low.
Under 7 minutes to play. Play clock at 5. Lions snaps it at 3. This is Hopper going right. Now back to the middle. Now tackled and no gain. Micah among those in on the tackle again. He's been a stalwart today in the middle of the field.
Interesting. They got Gaetan in the game to, help him mentally rehab from that injury so that he'd be ready when they need him. But they're not using him to throw the ball. So they've got two good running backs back there, and it's quite a valuable part of their offense to be able to run the clock and retain possession when they need to. So, said all along, they're a really good 2-3 football team, getting ready to be 3-3.
Gaetan to throw. He's got a man. That's Lacombe. Touchdown.
Wow.
Right sideline, running down the sideline into the end zone, and Gaetan just laid it right in for him to run under.
Pieper showing everybody this, these films are passed around. The district rule is everybody gets every film. So, there's no secrets in this district who can do what, but Pieper is showing everybody we got weapons all over the field. Two talented quarterbacks, receivers everywhere, running back that can make people miss.
Grindstaff the holder. Lopez the kicker. Up and good. 49-28. 6 minutes to go in the game. Back after this timeout on the Warriors Network.
Hey Piper Nation, I'm Dr. Daniel San Martin, your neighborhood board-certified orthodontist. My family and I live here in Kinder Ranch, and I have been proudly building Confident Smiles since 2012. We're excited to say that our new office is now located on Borgfeld Road. At San Martin Orthodontics, I personally see every patient at every appointment, and I'm the only doctor you'll see throughout your entire treatment. If your family needs orthodontic care, we'd love to earn your trust with a complimentary consultation. We hope to see you soon, and go Warriors!
6 is 42.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Here we are. There's that helmet we've seen so many times tonight, right next to a flag that is showing there is absolutely no wind out here tonight. It's been a very calm night.
Glad we had that commercial break. I was doing my multiplication tables in my head there.
Yeah.
Seven
I'm not
times
saying that we had to correct you or anything, but
Well,
we did.
I got to correct my own paper. 7 touchdowns so far for the Pieper Warriors.
They let this one go.
Bring it back out for Matadors at the 25.
Seguin's got to do something quick here, and they've shown a patience that's not, evident in this kind of offense. They've shown a great ability to possess the football and keep it out of Piper's hands, or this could have been worse. Piper has not been stopped in the second half. Every possession has been a touchdown. So Seguin played much better defense in the first half, but maybe Pieper just fixed some things and said, Here we go.
Three receivers on the near side, one on the far. Daly to throw. Good drop back. Has some time. Gives it down the field, and a good job defensively by Cam Hill as he's covering the intended receiver.
Yeah, he had position, the coaches call that in phase, where you're running stride for stride and actually out ahead of him. So once you get that position, now you can look back and try to get an interception. So that was really good coverage.
That was Pinion, the intended receiver, and again, Hill just kind of did a good job of covering him. 2-by-2 receivers now. Daly to the inside receiver on the right. Good catch that time. Looks like D'Angelo Aguilar this time makes the catch.
He's had some catches there from that slot receiver position.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, that was Trevino. Now Lucky up the middle.
Seguin, going to go for this game. Maybe we've discovered something. Maybe Lucky can help us at running back, and maybe 9 can help us on defense, and so do double duty.
Daly chased, throws it late. Could have been picked off by Ginnelly, but too tall for him. Goes incomplete. Clock stops at 5:20. His drive has taken about 35 seconds to go from the 25 to the 46, where it's 3rd down and 1.
Pieper doing a good job of playing good football, before the ball snapped. As soon as that ball was incomplete, they ran 2 fresh defensive ends on the field so that they weren't getting caught with too many. Like you see in the NFL some, and in college you see a team get caught with 12. They did a good job of running them on quickly. This
receiver down here on the near sidelines almost offsides. He's close.
Yeah, I believe this coach is going to tell that referee, look at that. His back foot is pretty close. Yeah. No, let it go.
Lucky. First down run into Pieper territory. Tackle by Hill, who's gotten his name called a couple of times. First down carry to the Pieper 45.
I think we're going to have a personal foul or some kind of taunting. I don't know what we got here. There's a penalty away from the point of attack.
Personal foul against the Warriors.
Wow. You think it was taunting?
I'm not sure. I didn't see anybody actually hit somebody, but like I said, it was away from the point of attack, so we may not have a view of that.
15 yards on that one.
It's a big penalty. Not something you want to do. any time of the game, but especially late in the game. We got a lead. We got the clock running. Let's don't do anything that's going to hurt our team, you know.
Nick Rogers not happy with that one. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line now. Still just under 5 to go. Daly to throw. Has a man. It's Weaver over the top. Did he get a foot down?
Yes, he did.
He should have.
Like
yes,
I
he
said,
did.
Throw it high and impossible to catch, and he'll go get it. That's
to the 10.
4 quality catches for a high school receiver right there tonight.
1st and 10 from the 10. Now it's 1st and goal. And we've got a player down on the field.
Pieper with a player down. You know, we used to train toughness in our defensive players, you know, that make them drag you off the field. But if you're not 100% these days when teams are going fast, you need to go ahead and go down on the sideline and let the trainer take a look at you, because you're playing with 10 if you're not at your best.
4:48 to go. We'll take a break. 49-28, Pieper on top on the Warriors Network. We're back. It's Cale Warren, a senior linebacker who got shook up. He's off the field now, and we're ready to go 1st and goal for Seguin. Lucky's the running back. 3 receivers top, 1 to the near. Daly. Play clock still at 30. Takes the snap. Looks right. Now tries to scramble right. He's got people chasing him. Throws it late.
Touchdown. Yep.
It is a touchdown. You're right.
Number 3.
Wow.
Number 3.
Avila again, or Avila. We've said his name so many different ways. Daly, nice throw back. Gets up, gets a foot down for sure before he gets popped by
you got to put pressure
Henry
on these quality high school quarterbacks. That was a strike. That was between 4 defenders. Hit him right in the numbers.
Extra point up and good. So this is still a game, 49-35.
You just don't want to have those personal fouls. You don't want to give them a chance to go down the field. You know, it's still a 2-touchdown game with 4:38 to play, but they're probably going to onside kick again and give themselves a chance.
We're going to keep this one here because we can talk about that. That was the third different onside kick they've tried in some form or fashion. You'd expect them to do it here. How many different ways? I mean, I know there's a bunch of different ways.
You don't do it just for fun. You do it because you have to. And
right.
You know, if you don't make it, well, then we're not in any worse shape than we were other than the field position. So, you know, there's some teams that really take advantage of that, and this turf field gives you a nice, clean bounce every time. So it's worth it to try it. Of course, Pieper, so far, they've executed the return against that onside kick, so they've done a good job too.
They'll stay on the far hash.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to get another one. Now they're going to go to the near sideline.
Yeah, they're going to go on the short side.
Yeah, this used to be pretty popular to kick it toward your own bench.
Yes,
used to be pretty big play.
End over end kick goes out of bounds.
One bounce away from being perfect.
Yeah.
That's a good kick. And you saw them rehearsing that in the end zone when we got here about 5:30. So they had probably planned on using that all night.
Yeah. So it goes out of bounds at the Seguin 49, where Pieper will start 1st and 10 with 4:38 to go. See if we can run the clock out on this one, please.
Yeah, we're going to get 5 more yards because the ball was kicked out of bounds. So
yes.
Crossed into the 44-yard line now. 4:38. Gaitan back at quarterback after that series where it looked like they were content to run the ball, and he finds a receiver in the back of the end zone for a touchdown. So let's see what they do now.
I mean, you got 40 seconds of play, basically. This is Hopper. He'll get a decent run, a couple of yards. Well, they didn't give him the spot I thought they'd give him.
He looked like he'd gain more yards.
Yeah, I thought he'd get up to the 41, and they only give him to the 42. So it's 2nd and 8.
See if they manage this clock and go ahead and use the full. They got 33 seconds left before they have to snap it. So it's okay to let the clock be your friend. It's not as exciting as all those balls deep in the end zone, but it's just smart football.
Gaitan, again, the signal caller. Started game 1, got injured, played a little bit here and there. Play clock still at 10 as he snaps it, so he didn't run it enough. This is Lacombe, the other quarterback, who's now been a running back tonight. He loses a yard, and they call a timeout. So that is the 2nd timeout they've called in this half on my record.
Yes.
So we will take this one with him. 3:48 to go. It's a 14-point lead for the Warriors on the Warriors Network.
And don't worry about that.
We're back. Talking about the pool ad that we just saw. And
I'd like to go take a big dive right now.
Yeah, it wouldn't be bad. 2nd and 9, or 3rd and 9, I should say. 3:48 to go. Clock stopped on the timeout. Seguin has 1 left. Gaitan fakes it to Lacombe. He's going to throw. He's got a man wide open. It's Lancaster into the end zone.
Yeah.
Cash Lancaster. Touchdown number 5.
I think he's got 2 passes for the game and 2 long touchdowns. Not a bad night for coming in and being the relief pitcher or the closer, you know.
I'm sorry, touchdown number 6, because it is his 2nd tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So not much time came off the clock, but we scored again. Extra point went through. 56-35.
Trying to ask this in a whisper. 8 times 7, right? 8 times 7?
56?
Yeah, 8 times 7.
So far.
There we go.
That's the way we still do math.
Yeah. I was trying to do it without a calculator or without a pencil. So I'm still pretty proud of myself for that.
Yeah.
So 8 touchdowns for the night. You know, you gotta say that the Pieper Warriors were kind of second-guessing themselves with a long layover. They were kind of tired of people asking them, are y'all guys okay? Are you still going to be a good team? What's going on? Why are we not winning every single game or winning? You know, they still got a chance to win the district championship. Smithson Valley's got a tough game against New Braunfels. Of course, Piper's got to play New Braunfels too, so this district is still wide open. But Piper's kind of answered a lot of questions for themselves. Yeah, we're a good team. We can score. We can play defense.
5 touchdowns in the second half. Lopez's kick will go into the end zone, and Avila will let it go. So 3:39 left in the game, and Seguin has the ball again. We'll see what they're going to do as the defense, full of backups, goes out in the field now for the Warriors.
They better be ready. Seguin will not stop trying. They're still working on things to play other opponents. So they've got their starters on receivers and their starter quarterback still out there. So these backup defenders for Pieper better get ready. Here it comes.
2x2 receivers. Lucky, the tailback, Gets a couple of yards before a whole bunch of purple shirts take him down.
That'll be fun on watching film tomorrow. Those kids all together out there making a play together like that. Like 8 people in on that tackle. Great job.
Reed Best, Michael Mathis, just 2 of the bunches of them that were in on that one. Here's another run to Lucky. Bottled up again by the Pieper defense. Looked like Mathis was in there again. They'll go in a hurry. It's 3rd and 3. Daly's going to throw this time after running it twice. Finally gets some pressure. Now he's going to try to run for a first down.
I'm not sure he got that. He might have gone out of bounds before that flag.
I thought he did too, so.
See where they mark him. Yep, it's short.
Ball's at the 48, it looks like, so that'll be 4th down and 2. Game clock stops as it goes out of bounds. So 4th and 2. 2-by-2 receivers. Daly with Lucky beside him. He'll follow Lucky into the hole. He'll get a first down. Or he's dragged down by a couple of different Pieper. Brady Spencer had him wrapped up. Jorge Garcia also. So first down, 2:35 to go in the game. 1st and 10 from the 40. Daly checks to the sideline, checks to our sideline. What's he pointing over here for? Gets some pressure, gets rid of it, and Avila makes the catch down the field. I'm sorry, that's Weaver. Weaver's the guy who's been making a lot of catches tonight.
Defensively for the Warriors, number 16, Jordan Crow.
So they'll run it with Lucky. So the 2-minute timeout, we'll take it with him. We're back after this timeout on the Warriors Network. Here we come back. Daly, 2-by-2 receivers. 2nd and 9. He wants to throw. We blitz a linebacker late. He's got the sideline. Pinion didn't hang on to it.
24 got his hand in there. That's a good throw.
Hill again on coverage. Pinion had it but couldn't hang on to it. Here's a good look at it. In his hands, but you're right. Hill got a hand in there and took it away.
I'm telling you, give these quarterbacks a chance to throw it, and they can put it on the money on a running receiver.
Still 1:55 to go as the clock keeps stopping. 3rd and 9 from the 28. Daly. Lots of time. Has a man in the middle of the field, and it looks like it's caught.
Yeah. That's going to be number 7.
That's Weaver again.
Yeah.
Wow. Is he something else?
He needs to get these catches all on a highlight film that he can bore his grandchildren to death, in years to come. Like, we've already seen this, Grandpa. Well, let's watch it one more time. What a great game he's had. Spectacular catches. 3rd touchdown?
3rd.
3rd touchdown of the night, yep.
Extra point by Hernandez. is good. We haven't missed an extra point tonight.
No.
56-42, 1:49 to go. We're staying here. Just telling you right now, we're staying here because we're going to talk about our players of the game.
Well, when you go offensively for Pieper Warriors tonight, there's a lot of names we could call. 32 running back making everybody Hopper making everybody miss all over the place. But my vote goes to number 17, Lyons. He's kind of established himself. Probably wasn't the first pick of the season and getting a lot of press. He's come in with an injury to the starting quarterback, and he's really established himself as one of the best players in the district, and he's put on a show tonight. So my vote is 17 Lions for offensive player of the game.
I agree. And on defense?
Well, we didn't ever get tired of calling Springer's name. He just made plays all over the field. He was asked to be the spy on the quarterback run, covering a hook curl zone back there. Middle linebackers are kind of asked to do it all, and he did it tonight. So I think we can go with Springer.
Leighton Springer, the defensive player of the game. So those are your players of the game. End over end kick. This takes a nice high hop and goes out of bounds. Did we touch it last? It won't matter.
Won't
will
matter.
It?
And the onside.
It's not a penalty because it went far
right,
enough.
Onside kick defense. If you can't handle it, volleyball it out of there.
Yeah.
It's out of bounds. It's our ball.
So now they have one timeout left. Can we, a minute 49, we can take a knee after the first play, and they call a timeout. And
you'd think so. They got Guy Ton. He's thrown 2 passes for 2 touchdowns. Like I said, some of his rehab right now is kind of a mental rehab. He's getting back on the field and throwing the ball around with real rushers coming at him, and he's answered. So even though Lyons is our play of the game, they've got all kinds of weapons on offense that they'll need for the season. Yes, but they should be able to run the ball 3 times and be out of here.
that run by Brightman. So
I think number 12, would that be Rivera getting the carry there?
Josh Smith?
No. Who's number 12 for?
Yeah, Josh Smith.
Smith, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Josh Smith. There's your moon, out bright tonight, just over the lights. 2nd and 13. They're in the backfield again.
Nope. They call a timeout.
So they didn't call it the first time, but they call it this time?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to keep it here anyway.
That's a good clock management philosophy. If you get 2 stops, then it's time to call timeout because you probably got a chance to make them punt, but you don't want them just to leak it out. They're only going to have chance for 1 play here, even if they do get the ball back, because we got 55 seconds.
Right.
And it's just 3rd down.
Right. So if we run a play here, the clock will run down to about 10, where we'll call a timeout and then do a safe punt, protect and everything.
Because they're out of timeouts. The Matadors are out of timeouts.
Then if you punt a low-line drive and it rolls a long time, you could run the clock out.
Right. Should take a knee here and then watch the clock run down to 10 seconds or so, yeah. That would be the safe management. Coaches have different agendas, though. They're trying to get a young player, a carry or 2, or offensive lineman, more than one play that they can see themselves on film. So there's all kinds of thoughts that go into the game at this time when you've got it in control.
And the Warriors do have it under control. They'll hand it off. Get a couple of yards, but not much. Clock didn't start. The clock didn't start. My goodness.
Don't know why. Oh, there it is. Officials telling him to run the clock, yeah. But the play clock kept running, so
yeah.
they got kind of
that.
Yeah, he'll call a timeout. He'll call a timeout just to get this straightened out.
The game clock should be around 10. Not at 35.
Yeah, the game clock should match the. Okay, he's going to give him a 25-second clock and the 35-second clock. So. Sort of a timeout here. Oh, yes, they did call a timeout. That's right. They called a timeout, so they deserve to come over
but
here
he's
and
trying to
straighten
figure
everything
out why
Right.
there's so much time left on the clock.
I don't think he'll be able to fix that, but he's going to get them to say, okay, look, it's fourth down, so they're going to have to.
43.
Looks like 43 seconds is going to be put on the game clock.
And then he's going to wind the clock.
Well, it's going to be one of those 25-second clocks now. Oh, it's okay, and the clock's going to run. So now at 20, what is it going to be? Like you said, 10 seconds or so.
Yes. So they're just going to run a play.
My math skills are on display here. This is dangerous.
2-by-2 receivers. Gaitan, the quarterback.
Yeah, 16 seconds, like I said.
So we take a delay of game.
Well, how did it go quickly to 12? That was That was hard for me.
One thing we have seen here is clock problems have happened before.
Yes.
So it's 56-42. The game is no longer in question.
Pieper's
Carter
electing
Norseworthy is going to punt.
second punt of the night total. This is their first punt of the second half, because every time they've touched it so far, they went down and scored a touchdown. So
We needed to get another player on the field, and finally we do.
here's another one.
And the second player get out on the field.
Now we got the quarterback in, for Seguin, trying to go block a kick. Big, tall kid with some speed. Let's see if he's got any skills for blocking kicks. Interesting.
No chance.
No.
It is fielded. I'd let him run for a while.
Big tackle.
And they're going to throw a flat. Now, I disagree. They didn't do it in the first half, so why are they doing it now?
I don't know how that's determined to be an illegal tackle. Let's see what they're going to call here.
They're going to call excessive personal foul. Excessive. We can't hear him.
Yeah.
Personal foul against the Warriors.
That's ridiculous. I'm sorry. If you don't call it in the first half, you can't call it in the second half. I just disagree with that.
Yeah.
It's an irrelevant play. Compared to the one in the first half, they were both the same.
If you block somebody like that and they get knocked off their feet, they're not calling a penalty, So
Oh, my.
Anyway, I'll stop complaining. Those referees have a hard enough job.
So they'll walk the ball out to the 40, where it'll be first down with 3.4 seconds to go. So
Pieper getting a lot of younger players in with getting some experience here. And
Corey Daly will have 3 seconds. One play. They hand it off to Lucky. Good decision. He'll get close to a first down, and that'll be the ball game. So our players of the game, Chase Lyons and Leighton Springer. The Warriors win. They improve to 3-3 overall and 2-1 in district play. Seguin goes to 3-3 and 1-2 in district play. Final thoughts.
Pieper had some questions for themselves to answer tonight, and I think they answered them. They know that they've got some big games, especially with New Braunfels coming their way, and they plan on being a playoff team again, so they wanted to get back on track for everybody around this area to know that they're still a really good football team, and they proved that mostly to themselves.
And the Warrior Network will be on next Friday from New Braunfels as they take on the Unicorns with a 3-3 record overall and a 2-1 district record in a big district game in District 13-5A. So for Brad Lynn, this is Tony Brubaker saying good night and God bless. Again, the Warriors win it 56-42 on the Warriors Network.